finally we are live, both Ramble and YouTube. Shalom, everybody. Look like finally we were able to solve the problem. Is Ramble working? I see actually there's people, they are waiting in the other page of Ramble, which means they are in the wrong location. Let us see here. Text them there. Yeah. All right. I don't know. Should I say apologize? I apologize? I don't apologize to anyone. You like it, like it. You don't like it, what I can do. Well, that is what happened. I think I'm going to see, find a different solution. And I want to say to people, I saw somebody make a donation in Ramble. Please don't make donation in Ramble. Again, don't make donation in Ramble. Ramble is very, very horrible company. It takes forever for them to send me a penny. I have to contact them 1,000 times. They never answer. The donation is in the account there, and they are not sending me the donation. So don't make donation in Ramble. Don't. I don't know how to stop it actually. Yeah, I wish I can. I find out. They have very wrong setting. I don't know. This company is everything about them is wrong. All right. So if you want to make donation, you go to Patreon. Don't use Rumble. All right. So today our topic is about monotheism and Hajj. I don't know how many of you saw the news. About people dying in so-called Hajj by thousands. And you know, when Saudi Arabia is saying 1,000 died, that means there is, God knows, we know them. When they say 1,000 people die, obviously there are thousands and thousands of people dying. I wish I can place for you some videos to show you how ugly this so-called Hajj. Streets are so ugly and disgusting, so dirty. People, in the news they were saying that the smell of death is everywhere. In the street everywhere. People are laying down in the floor everywhere. No ambulance, no hospital can, a big number of people, what they can do. And look at this silly. There is a guy, a policeman, he spray at you some water. That's it. You spray at you some water. That will save you. This woman, look what she is wearing. Not only it's extremely hot, this is Mecca. It's a boiling to death. They are wearing those, at least the men, they can go naked, in Mecca. They can show their shoulders. They can show they don't have to wear anything except a sheet, white sheet. So the situation is really horrible. People laying in the ground everywhere. The smell is disgusting. The hygiene is not exist. More than 1.5 million people in a small, tiny location. Bathrooms, imagine how many people they want to use the same bathroom. I mean, the smell, the cholera, the disease, and people dying left and right. And look at this, look at this. I mean, this is just a stupid garbage cult. Look at the dirt. Look at this. Do you see the dirt in the roads? People laying down in the ground, dying. They eat in the ground. They throw garbage everywhere. I mean, this is a city. This is the city of Allah. This is the city of Allah. And now they are going to go and throw rocks at the house of the devil. Yeah, and this is around the Kaaba. And look, this guy, he's praising, like he's asking Allah. Everyone, he's asking Allah for something. And Allah for sure, look at this, look at this thing. Look at this. Look how filthy. Look how dead people in the floor, naked people in the floor. I mean, this is hilarious, disgusting. Look at this. And every year they stop and step in the top of each other. Look at this. Look at this. Look. They step in the top of each other and they kill each other, like, Yeah. And all of this because, Allah, if you go now, brother, Allah will listen to you. If you pray to Allah from your home, Allah don't listen. Yeah, that's it. And all of this, and look at this guy when I throw rocks at the house of Shaitan. You cannot see anything. Oh, the people in Discord, we are not sharing the screen with them. Okay, let us share the screen with you. All right, now you can see it. All right. So this guy now, he coming from Bangladesh, maybe, I don't know from where, to throw the rocks at Shaitan, because Allah and Shaitan, they are neighbors. Yeah. And now let us take a nap in the middle of the road because I cannot walk no more. And Ali and Hassan, they decide to sit down in the floor, in the dirty, filthy floor, because the sun is burning the hell of us and we cannot breathe no more. So let us lay down. Maybe we can survive and not, not to die. Yeah. And this is the Hindu priest wearing the Hindu clothing, and they claim that they are an independent religion. They are not taking anything from the Hindus. And this is a guy, he died while he was going to do Hajj. But now, be careful. He will be in heaven immediately. And there's a lot of women. They are up in heaven. They are wearing no clothing. And their legs is up, making a victory sign for him. Today he accomplished victory. He will meet all the vaginas which Allah he promised him. Look at this, look at this. Supposedly now they organize it. Look at this. You see, guys, look what they did. They made one way to go, one way to come back, because before they used to climb over each other like ants, But look what happened now. I mean, do you see how massive the space beside? So now all of those in this small narrow road. If one of them fell in the ground, and people coming, you cannot stop them. We are talking about more than 1 million. So they will step on you. So imagine the old man and the old women and the one who is sick and the one who cannot move and the one, if he fail, he cannot stand up. What a mad, stupid, garbage cult. And, I searched where is the page? I just typed the word Islam in Google, and then the first thing come in my way is this. Islam, this is a Bratanica. Islam is a strictly monotheistic religion. So here is my question to the Mohammedan. If Islam is a monotheistic religion, why you are going to the Kaaba? Who want to tell me? If you worship one God, and this God is the God of the universe, why you have to go to that location where there is stones, and you kiss stones, and you go around the stones? Why you are praying in the direction of those stones? This is one of the biggest lies you find in the internet, including, those information library, copy paste. Okay, Islam is a monotheist religion. How Islam is a monotheist religion, and the Muslim kiss black stone and they believe it's holy, forgive their sin? How Islam is a monotheist religion, and then they say Shahada, which is associating the name of Muhammad with the name of their God Allah. Monotheism is not associate anyone with the God you worship. That is monotheism. The Muslims, they associate the name of Muhammad with the name of their God. Do we have any Muslim would like to join us? Any so-claimed monotheist would like to join us? Who is here a monotheist? I like to learn about the monotheism of Islam. Anyone? No, no, literally, it's not about just kissing the stone. You know, if you remember once I posted a video, I don't know if any of you have, you still have it. I went to a website, I think it's called Convert to Islam something, they have a chat. I can go there right now actually, but I have to change my IP, you know, because those chat, when you go right away, your IP will appear from their side. In order to change my IP now, I have to switch and go off YouTube. Because YouTube will disconnect me too if I change my IP now. So anyway, I went there and I said, I have a question. He said, sure. They were excited. Welcome, brother. What the question, brother? I said, why, you know, why Prophet Muhammad, he kissed a stone? They took them like 5 minutes to answer, and they said, because it's holy. And then I type again, I said, and why it's holy? Took them another 5 minutes, and they said, because he kissed it. Oh boy. What? Huh? Why the Prophet of Allah, he kissed the black stone? Because it's holy. And why it's holy? Because he kissed it. Have you ever heard of a stupid religion like this? And we have it recorded, the whole conversation, we have it recorded. If anyone have the video, can post it. So this is how stupid this garbage cult. They claim to be monotheist, but in reality, they are far away from monotheism. It's based on worshipping stones, kissing stones. And the funny is, they say to you, you are a cross worshipper. Where you get this from? Look at this, look at this, look at disgusting, look at this. By the way, Muslims, why Allah did not, like, why he is not being smart and say, do the Hajj ritual during night time? There's a huge difference between the temperature. Look at them, look, people they don't have, they cannot walk. What the heck is this? This guy, he wanna go and do Hajj? Go and die, yeah, have fun. Yeah, those are coming from where? From Iran or from India? I'm not sure which flag is that flag. They put that flag in their head, so if they die, people will know which country they are from, so they contact the embassy. You see why they put this flag on them? So if they die, you know, somebody step on them, and not to mention the crimes, rape, drugs, kidnapping, stealing. I mean, it's a place where you can, you know, it's a very busy place. Yeah, look at this, look at this, look at this madness. All of them, they are poor people, and they are coming to meet Allah. Al-Ibadiyya. How are you doing, Mr. Ibadiyya?
I'm sorry. How are you? Yeah, I
What?
just got joined as soon as the time. I can't do.
You cannot what?
Like before I had time, now I don't have time. I have to leave you. I'm sorry.
You have to leave me?
Yeah,
Well, did I enforce you to come
for
here?
now.
Oh, okay.
I like before I had time. Now I have to go. That's safe now.
Oh, okay, okay. Don't worry about it. May Allah forgive you. Just kiss the black stone and your sin will be forgiven, brother. You know? Just be sure to put your head inside. By the way, if I kiss it in the frame, does it work? Yeah, he was very nervous. I don't know what happened. I think somebody pushed him. He reminded me of my cousin. He was in Spain. And there's a guy, the cow almost killed him, this, crazy cow. So my cousin was in the edge, and somebody from, like, the guy, he's going to die. And then suddenly they saw someone is so brave jumping in the top of the cow, holding it from its horn, saving the person who was in the floor. And then, journalists, everybody came to ask him, how you can do that? Where are you from? They said, don't ask me questions. How I know one thing, who is the son of etc. who pushed me in the top of the cow? They thought he jumped by himself. He's a hero. They didn't know that somebody was behind him, pushed him. So this guy who was pushed in the stage, he had no idea what's going on. And he was so nervous and scared. And now he want to know who pushed him there. All right. Do we have any Muhammadan want to tell us really if Islam is monotheist? Yeah, this is a true story, by the way. I have witnesses. I have other cousin. He went to the Vatican. I was with him actually. This is a true story. So he said to me, give me 5 minutes. I will say hello to my friend, the Pope. So my cousin is very famous. And his name is Tony. So he went to say hello to the Pope. He went to the stage. He's shaking hands with the stage with the Pope. And then I asked the guy next to me, because my cousin, he keeps saying he's famous, he's famous. I wanted to be sure. So I asked him, hey, by the way, the guy in the stage, do you know his name? He said, the one at white, I do not know. But the next to him, his name is Tony. The guy, he did not know the Pope, but my cousin. It's a true story too. All right. Sahih Bukhari. Yeah. Like he was like, who? The one in the white? Wearing white clothes? I don't know him. But the one shaking hands with him, his name is Tony. Yeah. And that was a Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Any Muslim? Any Muhammadan? Why you guys are laughing? Show respect, come on. Any Muhammadan want to tell us about this Hajj pagan stuff? Everybody, his butt is up, bowing in the front of a bunch of stones. Anyone? What is WT stand for? The Muslim, they say salawatullahi alayhi. I don't know like what this is symbolic for something supposedly. Depend what each one of them he will make it for. So the S is salawat, which means prayer. Yeah. Any Abdul? Who's Abdul would like to join us and show us the monotheism of Islam? And why the Kaaba is so clean? Why it's so clean there? I mean, you Muslims, everybody in the world should learn from you how not to throw garbage in the house of Allah. I mean, why the house of Allah is so clean? I mean, you don't know how, you don't have a good manner. How many people they die a day there? Look, this guy, he is coming from Dagestan, I think. His head, his face is red, is burned, and he have a little rock, he want to throw it at the shaitan. And the shaitan is dying laughing at you, because the shaitan is your God. Look at this, unbelievable. Look at the dead people in the ground everywhere. Do you see the dead? Do you see the dead people, Muslims? They leave them in the ground. They don't even pick them up as if they are cockroaches. Any Muhammadan? Anyone? Do you see how they leave them in the ground? Look. And look at the dirt around them. And, look at that guy naked. His stomach became big. That means he is there for at least maybe 48 hours. Nobody wake him up. And maybe those containers in the side, maybe they are full of dead people too. Yeah. Any Muhammadan? This old woman, she is coming to meet Allah. I mean, come on. Look, she is so old. If she die now, how she can go to heaven and get young again, and her legs will be open again forever. I'm going to open an umbrella store there. I think this is the biggest business there. What do you think, guys? Who want to be partner with me? I have good connection in Saudi Arabia, you believe it or not. I know many of the royal family. So umbrella business is very easy for me to open there. Oh, look how cute, the cube in the middle. And the ants are going around it. Subhanallah, Subhanallah. Look how clean everything. Subhanallah. The garbage everywhere. It's the house of Allah, brother. Do you see how clean it is? And look, everyone give you different number, about 700, 2,000, 5,000, 3,000 die. Everyone give you a different number. Yeah. Oh, hold the umbrella for him. Or he's your master, you're his slave. Interesting. Oh, this woman, she want to throw rocks at the shaitan. She is giving him a finger. May Allah finger you, shaitan. You are the problem. This guy, another Abdul, is giving him aspirin. Give him hashish. Oh, shaitan house, we throw rocks at the shaitan. The shaitan is so laughing, you know, like, guys, this is the house of shaitan, but this is the new one, the moderate one. The house of shaitan, let me show you the house of shaitan. 100 years ago, before the oil, nobody go to Hajj, by the way. Nobody. Before all this money coming to Muslim countries, Brunei, and you know, nobody do Hajj. Let us see. I want to show you how the house of shaitan was before the oil, and how things became so moderate after the oil. Unbelievable. Okay, this one will be fine. Let me show you. No, we don't want to go there. Hold on. So this is the house of shaitan before the oil. Look how small. It's in the size of a fountain, is even smaller. And there's a column in the middle. That's it. How it is today? Look at this. You Muslims, what is this? How this thing became so big? You Muslims, many floors. It looked like the ship of Noah. It looked like submarine. So from this to this, did Shaitan took a mortgage and he built his house bigger? Like, I mean, is his house shrinking or getting? What you Muslims are doing, you are making the house of Shaitan bigger, and Shaitan, he live there. So all the Muslims, they go there to throw rocks at Shaitan, and Shaitan is there. Look, I see him. And this building is many floors, by the way. This is not only The devil as Hajj pilgrim. Look at the title. Brother, where are you going? We want to throw rocks at the devil, brother. Really? And what do you want to hit him? In his ass or in his head? What an ass religion. Look at the Kaaba. Look, look, look. It used to be without roof, by the way. The first time they have a roof for it to stop the other tribes from throwing garbage from the top of the wall. So it was just for the sake of stopping the garbage. Look, look, this is the house of Shaitan. Look at this. Everybody throwing rocks at the house of Shaitan. Very important, very important. Look at this, look at this. Look at the dead people. Look at the dead people. Look, 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 look. What an amazing religion. Hey, any one of you, he want to get rid of his mother-in-law? Listen, we can make a deal. You pay me, I convert your mother-in-law to Islam, I convince her to do Hajj, you will never see her again. If you like, contact me immediately to this phone number, 000 3 zeros 5 zeros. Okay? So, you have your mother-in-law, she is annoying you, you want to get rid of her, talk to me. I make her say Shahada, convert to Islam. I show her scientific miracles of the Quran, you know, and how Allah will give her a lot of boom boom in heaven. She will be so excited, especially when I say that the Muslim there, he will have an endless penis. So if your mother-in-law, she like hiking, she can climb in it. She can grow dragon fruits on it. I mean, there's many use for it, you know, I'm telling you. So we convert her. We buy her a ticket, but you pay for a ticket, not me. You know, conditions. So listen carefully from now. This is not included. You pay me to convert her, and you send her to, you know, I will convince her to go to Hajj. You pay for a ticket. From now, don't play games. I know you. Okay? Business is business. All right? Business is business. We don't do this kind of business, you know, together. You want a business with me? Well, let us business together, and you know, they can see. And look how beautiful all of those, they will be in heaven today, brother. All of those will be in heaven. This guy is looking. Who of them he have his credit card still active? Yeah. What is this? You Muslim, you have no shame. You have no respect for a human being. Those are a human being. What? I mean, they are not cats. They are not dogs. They are not rats. What are you doing? This is how you throw people in the street like this? Any Muhammadan? Who is a Muhammadan would like to join us? Is the act of Hajj is an act of monotheism or an act of paganism? Anyone? Someone, his name is Abu Mina. He is saying, give me one thing. Abu Muhanna. Saying, give me one thing wrong in Islam. Why you don't join us, Abu Muhammad? Let me invite you. And let us, me and you, discuss together if there is something wrong or not. All right? I will invite you here. So if you like, you know. For sure, we cannot force you to join. I mean, it's up to you. So if you like, I can... How to invite somebody? Hold on. I cannot invite this guy. Did he leave? Hold on. Remove. For some reason, I don't see the invitation option. I don't know. I don't see the option to invite him. So Abu Muhammad, do you like to join us? Mr. Abu Muhammad, do you like to join us? If you like to join us, put your hand up and I will invite you. I'd like to hear from you. All right. Any Muslim would like to join us, feel free. And let us see if Islam is monotheism or paganism. It's an open invitation to all Muhammadan who have knowledge in so-called Islam. I say, and you are my witness, no Muslim knows even what Islam is about. Who wanna bet? Who wanna bet that not even a single Muslim, and the one who claimed to have a knowledge is the one who say, I don't accept al-Bukhari, I don't accept the interpretation, to make himself nobody. I mean, like, so you cannot corner him. As simple as that. They deny everything. They don't know anything. Who is a Muhammadan would like to join us? By the way, since I announced that if you like me to convert your mother-in-law into Islam so we can send her to Hajj, contact me. I got already 5 callers. Many of you guys, you have a problem with your mother-in-law, don't you? 5? I mean, that's a lot of money. We will make a lot of money today. I'm going to convert 5 mother-in-law now. Just give me 5 minutes. That takes long. Listen carefully. It doesn't take long to convert your mother-in-law into Islam. As soon as I show her those pictures, she will go crazy. This is a dream come true. Look how clean, look how neat, look how beautiful, look how peaceful. And everybody is dead quiet, literally. So if your mother-in-law should like to do yoga where there's no noise, that is the place. Everybody literally is dead quiet. Any Muhammadan? One hand is up. I don't see any hand. Anyone see any hand? I don't see hands. You guys have a wrong vision. Do you have a cross eyes? The one who said one hand is up? You remind me of the teacher who used to teach us Islamic in elementary school. You have a cross eyes. So when he look in the other side, we know he's looking at us. When you look at us, that means he is not looking at us. Any Abdul? Who is Abdul would like to join us? Who would like to explain to us why the Hajj of Allah is so beautiful? Huh? I am so amazed with the beauty of the Hajj. How clean Mecca now. How beautiful the smell of death in the street everywhere. How people are feeling collapsing and Allah doing nothing for them. Can't Allah make everyone who come to worship him, enjoy his trip and have, like, how many people die going to Hawaii and how many people die going to Hajj? Any Muslim can tell us? Anyone? Are you shy? Yeah, touching the black stone will erase your sin. Me, myself, brother, I was so sinful. So what I did not go to Hajj, to be honest with you. But what I did, I have a friend, he's a Muslim. So I gave him my gloves. The gloves, I used them, sometime when I rob banks and, take money from the drawers. So I told him, those are the gloves which I did all my crimes with it. Take them with you. When you go there, touch the black stone. And I swear by the fig of Allah, as soon the gloves touch the stone, I felt like electricity in my body, brother. Even though I was really far, far away. Electricity. You know, I remember I was in the bathroom, like, you know, like I don't know what happened to me, you know? Yeah. All the sin is gone. I flush it in the toilet seat, and I was like new, brand new. And then I start like, you know, the business of bank robbery again, and etc., you know? Yeah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. You touch the black stone, your sin is gone. Yeah, this is a religion, it's monotheist. Anyone? What's wrong with you Muslims? Why are you afraid? What will happen if you join us? I mean, come on, you have one God. I mean, I will be afraid if I have two gods, but one God? No way. You have one God, one stone, one Kaaba, one Muhammad, one Jibreel. This is monotheism. This is exactly what monotheism is about. Huh? Somebody saying, tell me about Jesus. I mean, you are weird. You know the word Jesus. You are telling me, tell me about Jesus. That's already you know. You just say, tell me about Jesus. That means you know Jesus. Why you are asking me to tell you about Jesus? Join me here. I will tell you about the black stone. I will teach you how to kiss it and how to lick it. Do you have a long tongue or a short one? Hey Muslims, if there is any conditions when you kiss the black stone, like can a Muslim woman kiss the black stone and a Muslim man kiss the black stone after her, after she put her lipstick on the stone? Go ahead, Wild Hunter. Hunter? I hope this is not Hunter Biden. We will be in trouble. Hello? If he is Hunter Biden, he will be high. And he will...
No, I'm not Hunter Biden.
You are not Hunter Biden? Oh, okay. That's good.
No.
All right. You are a cis? You are what?
I don't know. I was invited to speak. I did not try to raise my hand.
Okay. Are you a Muslim? Are you a Muslim?
No, I'm not.
You are not a Muslim. What I will do with you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I asked you to talk about Jesus.
So you are Christian?
Yes.
All right, all right. Well, sister, Jesus, our Lord, He love you. God bless you. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want?
No. I don't know why I got invited on here. I don't know. They're all making fun of me now.
No, you see. Well, if you like you sound like you get excited for invitation, especially as unexpected. So I take advantage. I would like to invite you to my funeral. All right. So, yeah, because we serve a lot of baklava in funeral in the Middle East. Like people, they love funeral.
Okay. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, they have baklava, all kind of a sweet. You would love it, you know.
Maybe.
You see any funeral, just go, eat baklava and leave. You know. Yeah. I mean, we have the most funny funerals in the world. People eat like crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
I love funeral, man. It's so beautiful, you know. But Middle Eastern are
Oh,
weird.
man.
Middle Eastern are weird. They feed you when they die, and they feed you when they get married. But nobody make a party when they get divorced. I don't know why. Anyway, thank you, sister, for coming.
Well, okay, I do have a question for you. I don't know if anybody else. I mean, if there's someone who's a Muslim who wants to talk, I would rather hear that. But like, I'm interested in the connection between Ishmael and the Muslim faith.
Well, you read the Bible, Hunter?
Yes. Yes, I've been talking with
Can you read for me Genesis 21:21?
Sure.
Okay.
Let me get it. Okay. I'm just on my phone here, so I don't have.
No
While he was
problem.
living in the desert of Paran, his mother got a wife for him from Egypt.
She got a wife for him from Egypt. So
Yes.
Abraham is from the city of Ur of the Chaldean, correct?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And the city of Ur, the Chaldean, they are Chaldean. They are not even Arab. All right. So
Okay.
the mother of Ishmael, she is Egyptian, correct?
Yes.
She
Yes.
went.
She
She
was
went.
his concubine.
So the Bible says she went back to Egypt and she married her son Ishmael to an Egyptian woman, correct?
Yes.
So what the son will be? Arab?
Well, that's what I was wondering, but like, hey, I'm curious.
Yeah, well, sadly, some naive priest, they just copy paste. Somebody said one day that the Arab are from Ishmael, and you hear this in a lot of churches, but this is because of their ignorance. This is not because of their intelligence or knowledge. People don't investigate. The Bible is so in front of us. You can find the answer in 2 seconds, but people don't want to look. People copy paste. Yeah. So I hope I answered
Well, I
it.
remember when Abraham was promised, to have a great nation through perceived Isaac, but he had Ishmael through Hagar. Well, the angel of the Lord came to him and said, I'm going to make you a great nation. And then, he listened to Sarah, they got booted out, and then he promised Ishmael a great nation. So I was curious about, like,
No,
okay, I don't know
the
where he
great
went,
nation,
and we never heard.
the great nation is not about being great by prophethood. The prophethood is from Isaac, and there is a reason for that. You see, first of all, God gift to Abraham was not Ishmael.
Okay.
The gift to Abraham, it was his son from Sarah. So because Sarah is the one who cannot have children, and she is the wife.
Right.
Abraham, he actually, in fact, we can say he disobeyed God, but because he is desperate, he want to have kids. He gets so old, he cannot
Right.
he cannot believe that his wife, she is going to have children, and God knows when he will die soon, So he want to have kids. So he married this
Right.
woman for a long, long, long time, and years go after year after year after year, and no children. So now the women became old, and he lost hope, and that is the problem with Abraham. And that was an
Yeah.
example for us as a Christians. Don't lose hope with God, for nothing is impossible with him, even if it's in our eyes is impossible. So there's many people in their life, they encounter miracles, which is impossible for them to accomplish. So Abraham, he lost hope. He cannot, he's getting old. So he married his servant. However, God, he gave gift, and the gift was the miracle, and the miracle was Isaac, was not Ishmael. So the woman, she is young, she can have a children. It was easy for her. It was the wife of Abraham who unable to have a children, and the gift of God, it was the miracle he gave her, which is to have kids after that age. So the blessed nation is from those kids who they are the gift of God himself.
I see.
All right.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. 5 pesos. What is your currency in your country?
US dollars.
I don't take US dollars, sorry. Biden, no way. I take pesos, sorry. We have I take Mexican pesos because I want to buy hot food. Daniel?
Hey, CP. Can you hear me?
I hear you. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Now we
Sorry,
hear
I'm not.
each other. Okay.
I'm ex-Muslim. I just have a question, and I'm sorry it's not
Why you left Islam?
relevant.
My friend, what's wrong with you? Why you left Islam?
I
No, seriously.
just have a question.
Do you see the picture in
There's a
front of
lot of
you?
things.
Listen.
There's a lot of wrong
I
things
want
about
you.
Islam,
No,
honestly.
you see, First of all, do you see the picture you see in the screen?
Yeah, that's honestly, that's embarrassing. You know, whole ritual, like circling around the structure
Guys, this
called
guy is
Kaaba.
this guy is lying. This is so beautiful. Those are so quiet.
I
They
don't.
don't make noise. The only
I
problem,
mean, if
they fart now because they are dead body and the gas will start coming from their stomach. This is the only problem. The rest is fine. Why you are lying? This is beauty.
honestly,
And they are
like
going to be in,
seriously,
and they will be in heaven.
yeah, but honestly, even I guess even the government of Saudi Arabia, they don't even believe it. They're just a good source of income for them.
Absolutely. Yeah, they make a lot of money from those stupid poor people.
Yeah, that's right. I just have a question. You know,
Sure, sure. Go ahead.
sometimes I'm discussing with my cousin,
Uh-huh.
and I'll say, just give me one reason, just one accomplishment that Islam has offered to people. And he came up saying, like, before they used to bury their daughter. Like, if they know that they have a baby daughter, it was like a bad news, and they like
No.
instantly they bury them alive. And when Muhammad came, they abolished the law. Is there any source to refute them?
This is absolutely false. Because first of all, you know that Muhammad himself, he married a woman, her name is Khadija, correct?
Yeah.
And he was working for her. So if the women are shamed, I mean, nobody will have babies, you know, everybody killing the female. So the Arab will be disappear in a few months, right? But as you see,
Yeah, but
before
what
Islam,
if in
hold on,
some tribe,
huh?
what if like it wasn't common, but it was just like prevalent among some tribe, and
No,
just one tribe, not all of them?
no. Not a single Arab tribe will do that. And the Quran verse doesn't say that. Uh, Let me show you. Do you know Arabic?
No.
Did your cousin, he showed you the verse? Like, did he mention a verse for you, or just he said this is what they used to do?
Yeah, he does saying it because we spoke a couple of weeks ago. Ex-Muslim from Iran. He's a Baha'i.
Uh-huh. Well, Baha'i are not Muslims really, but anyway. So if you go in the Quran, nowhere in the Quran mention that if you kill it, like a baby infant, this is all is false translation. I don't know what's wrong with this website. Give me a second. For some reason. All right. See here, it says in the screen, chapter 81, verse number 8, when the girl buried alive is asked. Now, where is the word girl? And where is the word alive in the verse in Arabic? Nowhere.
So
Nowhere.
why? Yeah, but what did they bury? What was it?
No. You see, if you read the verse, you see, this is have nothing to do with girls. This is in the day of judgment. Allah will ask the soul who they are dead in the day of resurrection will be resurrected with their body. And then Allah will ask the soul which is killed, why you being killed? Why? Who killed you? What for what reason? For what reason you are killed? This is have nothing to do with females, with infant, with a girl. It's a lie. There's no word here. Anyone says that to you, ask him, where is the word girl? Some translation they say infant. Ask him, where is the word infant? This is about the soul. The soul who they are.
Okay.
Yeah. So when the soul, like you change the translator just to show you how Muslim they lie, it's all a lie. The Arab, not only Qurfa, which Muhammad he killed her, she stopped a war between the Arab, two massive tribes. They were going to war. She took her scarf and she put it in the floor, and she said, the one who passed this scarf, he insulted me. The two army, each one of them went back home because nobody there to disrespect Khurfa, which Muhammad killed. And this is woman. So the Arab before Islam, women is way more respected. After Islam, she became a piece of garbage. So here, look, I just changed the translation. When the soul shall be joined with their bodies. Here they say,
Yeah,
and when the female infant buried alive. Where is the word infant, and where is buried alive, and where is pagan Arab? Where is this all from? This is the soul who is buried. The body is buried. We put the soul in it. Now we ask the body which have the soul again. The buried body, which now is resurrected. It's not even buried no more. We ask them, why you? Who killed you? We're talking about, and the verse even doesn't make sense because you will not know that this is about questioning someone is being killed, why he was killed, until you read the verse after it, which means that the advance of the idea is very wrong. So at the end you will find out. So here they say, for what sin she was killed. There's no she. There's no he. This is the soul. This is not about the gender, you know. So they lie. There's no such a thing. It's Muhammad who killed females. It's Muhammad who buried them. Because what the difference between burying a female with the burqa and burying a female in a grave? The Muslim, they do circumcision. They can't even enjoy their sexual life. They are married, but they are not. They became like dead body. They feel nothing. And we beat them. We force them to wear certain clothes. They cannot even fast without my permission. They cannot pray without my permission. They cannot leave the house without my permission. They cannot travel without my permission. They can't even get divorced without. They have to beg me to divorce them. Islam killed the female.
This is what happening now in Iran, forcing women to wear the scarf and burqa and these kind of things. And most Iranian women, honestly they don't like it, and they just it was an uprising like a year ago, big uprising, and government just mowed them down. I hope we see the freedom and like Christianity, like the
well, I hope the regime of Iran will collapse. We pray for that. Actually,
I really hope
Trump was successful to make it suffocate, but this is stupid Biden because he is under the control of Obama. Obama is a Shia, Muslim Shia, and he sponsored Iran. This is why now he protects them from Israel.
Now they're so scared of Trump. They just
they are not afraid of Trump. Trump is not a warrior. Trump is not a war man. Trump is a potato too. But they will be afraid from him because his signature is enough. All what he needs to do, make a signature tough sanctions on Iran, real ones, suffocate them again, and open the storage of weapon to the Israeli. That's it. Otherwise, Trump is not a warrior. He is a potato.
Even Iranian regime, before, some Muslim country like Turkey and Qatar, some other like Iraq, they try to conciliate, make peace between Iran and Saudi Arabia, but they couldn't. But as soon as China, the communist China, ordered Iranian regime to make peace with Saudi Arabia because they have a big project in Saudi Arabia, they submit to their order. It wasn't even a day. They start shaking hands.
Yeah. It's about, those countries didn't have ethic. And, American government is no different. They don't have ethic too. You see, we as a Christian, we look at things in an ethical way. But government and leaders, so-called leaders, they are zero ethic. So for them, at the end of the day, is about business and power and control. They don't care. It's not about ethic. Ethic is the last thing they think about. All those countries, including Israel, Muslims, non-Muslims, everybody in the world, those leaders, they are scumbags. Ethic doesn't count for them. What counts is who is going to win more, who is going to lose more, For us, we see it in different way. We calculate things in different way, but for them, it's all about numbers. It's not about ethic. So when Biden, he support Israel because he need their support, the Jewish people in the election. It's not because he liked them, he hate them, obviously. And the rest go the same. When Hamas support, Iran support Hamas, well, Iran is killing Hamas in Syria. So how come you support Hamas in, in Israel,
Yeah, exactly.
but you kill Hamas in Syria? It doesn't make sense. You kill Sunni in Syria. They killed 100,000 of Sunni in Syria, So Hezbollah, they killed 100,000 of Sunni in Syria, if not million. So how come you defend Hamas in Gaza? So the Iran as a regime, they are using the issue of with Israel as a reason to spread Shiaism and their regime between the Arab, so they can conquer them. They were not there to go at war really with Israel. All of this is just, they knew that Netanyahu is a potato. He's not a warrior. They knew that the American protected them. They knew Obama would not allow them to attack. So they take advantage. So we shoot at the Israeli. Israeli will not come to us anyway. And that will make the Arab say, wow, Hezbollah is a hero. Look, nobody defend Hamas except Hezbollah. So they want to earn support. They want to earn reputation. And so they can grow. And, I don't want to blame Hezbollah for growing. It was the Israeli who made them grow. Israeli are so stupid too. Not long time ago, when the Israeli, about 20 years ago, they withdraw from the south of Lebanon in the middle of the night. They allow Hezbollah to take over that area without negotiation, without peace agreement, without anything. And then Hezbollah looked like they are the one who was able to cook Israel, when the fact it was just a withdrawal, like what Trump he did in Afghanistan. He decided 4 years before Biden, we withdraw. So Israeli is the one who make mistake after mistake. They are the one who allow Hamas to build, to receive money from Qatar. They close their eyes, they play deaf. They ask themselves, let them do whatever they want, as long as they are not doing anything with us. Let us go blind. They knew they are making channels, even at Jazeera TV. They have interview a year ago about those channels, in under Gaza. Israeli, they act as if nothing. They even receive warning about the attack. They act nothing. So the Israeli, what happened to them this time is like the rabbit who was so proud of himself. He said to himself, I can beat the turtle in the race. It's a turtle. So they took a nap. And then the turtle came from the middle of nowhere. Thank you, Daniel, for joining us. Let us see Abu
Mohammed. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Go ahead, Abu Muhanna.
So, first of all, I want that guy with me because he's know more than me.
You want that guy with you, but he's an ex-Muslim.
Nah, that guy is Muslim. I want him.
The guy
left. By any chance, is there any Arabian guy here?
The guy who left, he's a Muslim, as an ex-Muslim.
No, I mean that guy. Let me mention him.
Which guy? Which guy?
Wait, I will mention him.
What is his shoes color?
Wait. I mentioned him.
Give me his shoes color. We can drag him here.
It's like, yeah, he raised his hand.
Is that the one with the green shoes?
What do you mean green shoes?
I don't know. I don't see. They are short. We see only guys. He said there's somebody. His hand is up. I don't see anybody.
Wait, just 1 minute.
Why you don't talk? I mean, what the problem? Here we go. He's here. Okay. Al-Qaisi. Al-Qaisi.
No.
He run again.
Qaisi.
He run. He's scared.
Nah. He's still confused about the stage.
He's confused.
Probably his second time or something. He doesn't know a lot about the stage.
Have you ever heard if a Muslim is confused? I never heard of one. What are you talking about?
Well, you heard it now, so you got one.
Okay, because you said it's a Muslim and he is confused.
About the Islam, not the Islam.
You said he is a Muslim and he is confused. That is impossible, my friend.
Yeah. Now, can you just let him come up with us on the stage?
Are you confused too?
Nah, I just want him. I just want him. He wants you ask. He wants you.
Are you
to
both?
ask you a few questions.
Are you both are couples?
No.
So why you are insist to bring him with you? I mean, he can come.
Yeah,
Who's holding it?
because he got the questions.
He got the questions.
Yeah.
Where he?
By the
got,
way, may I ask you one question?
Where he got them? Where?
There is he.
Look like you have,
القيسي.
look like you have a question.
Yeah, only one question.
He gave you a question, or you? This is your question.
No. My question.
What
I
is
want to ask you one
what
question.
is the proof that this is your question, not his question?
You can ask him now.
No,
my
I
question
mean,
is.
a second ago you have no question, but now you have a question.
No,
So
yeah,
how
because
I can?
because I remember now. What type of Christianity are you?
Which type?
Like are you Catholic or?
A and O.
What do you mean A and O?
I have a blood A O. What about you? What
Buddy,
kind of
I mean,
what kind of Muslim you are?
I'm Sunni.
Sunni, what does that mean?
Means the truth way.
Sunni mean truth way. I never heard this before.
Okay, you will hear now if you get that guy up in the stage, and you will hear about Sunni.
Sunni is practicing what Muhammad do, not the truth way. Sunni means Sunnah. So Sunni is not about truth. Sunni is about you. You jump in the water, have dead dogs and women blood from period, and take shower. Do you do that? Huh?
My thing is very simple. Can you get this guy up in the stage? Yes or no?
What's wrong with you? Why you're shaking now? Your voice changed, and what's
I'm not shaking. Allah, I'm not shaking.
Yeah, you said you are Sunni. Sunni is following a person. He followed the step of Muhammad. Do you take shower with dead dogs and women blood from period and stinky garbage?
Bruh, what does that mean?
It says in front of you, your prophet, the Sunni. You said you're Sunni. Sunni mean the one who do as Sunnah as Muhammad, which means what Muhammad he told you to do.
Not exactly what he did. What he gave us.
This is what he gave you.
What his sunnah. What
exactly.
his sunnah to give us.
Okay, how to do ablution.
How to pray or stuff
exactly
like that.
How to pray. Wonderful. Like how to pray. So now you want to prepare yourself to pray. What do you do first? What the first thing you do?
Wudu.
Exactly. So your prophet is doing wudu now with dead dogs and women blood from garbage and women blood from menstruation and stinky garbage.
No, he did not. He did.
It's in front of you. Read it. Abdul, it's in front of you. Read it.
Did you call me Abdul?
Yeah, isn't it just your name? You told me your name is Abdul.
No, it wasn't Abdul.
Okay, his name is not Abdul, guys. So what's your name?
You read it.
Abu Muhanna?
Abu Muhanna.
What Muhanna mean?
It's my father's name.
Oh, okay. We'll say hello to him. So listen, I heard that people asked the Prophet about the water brought to him to do ablution. And this water have dead dogs and women menstrual clothing and exterminate.
Look, actually I cannot understand English well, so
okay,
Arabic.
No problem. Arabic. This guy suddenly he don't know Arabic, don't English. You are talking to me in English.
No, just Arabic. No, just Arabic.
Just Arabic.
Chill.
Okay. Arabic. Hiko. Yeah, taking advantage of me because I don't speak Arabic. Okay. Because you don't speak Arabic. Okay. So now making fun of me, taking advantage of me because two things. I'm young, naive, and I don't know Arabic. Okay, read for me. This is Arabic.
Just go up. When I told you go down, I will tell you. حدثنا مناد والحسن بن علي الخلال وغيره واحد قالوا حدثنا أبو أسامة عن الوليد بن كثير عن محمد بن كعب عن عبيد الله بن عبد الله بن رافع بن خديج عن أبي سعد الخدري قال قيل يا رسول الله أنا أتوضأ من بئر بضاعة وهي بئر يلقى فيها الحيض ولحوم الكلاب والنتن فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إن الماء طهور لا ينجسه شيء. قال أبو عيسى هذا الحديث حسن وقد جود أبو أسامة هذا الحديث فلم يروى أحد حديث أبي سعيد في بئر بضاعة أحسن مما روى أبو أسامة. قد روي هذا الحديث من غير وجه أنا أبي سعيد في الباب عن ابن عباس وعائشة.
Alright. So
صحيح ذلك الشيء وليس
yeah, this is صحيح.
No,
This is صحيح.
Okay, just wait.
All right. So now you're a prophet. He took shower with dead dogs. He took ablution with dead dogs and women blood from garbage, women blood from menstruation and stinky garbage. You said you follow your prophet. You don't. Do you do that? Be honest with me.
Look, it's different times, okay? It's different times, and they
At that
ask, and they
time.
ask,
So
and
at
they
that
ask,
time.
and they ask,
Okay,
and
listen,
they
listen.
ask them
Are you
how
saying at
the-
that time women blood from period was holy and now it's not?
Can you just wait 1 minute? Just 1 minute till I see
Why
if
why
that's a
you
correct
want me
hadith or
to?
not.
Are you going to call a friend now?
No,
I'm
no,
so
just to check.
disappointed of
I
you.
need, I need,
You
I
are
need,
calling
I
your
need to
friend.
be,
I can hear
I
your
need to
phone.
be checked.
I can
Yeah.
hear your phone. You are calling your friend. Hello, tick, 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 hello. The
I see,
prophet
I
used to take
see.
shower with dead dogs and win blood from period. What we would do? Yeah.
Okay, chill, chill. Okay.
What a
Good
chill.
boy. قيسي هذا حديث صحيح له.
هي قيسي هذا حديث صحيح هوي. اضرب رد عليه. امسك. أنت أين
اكتب بالعربي والله منعك أنا يا أخوي.
أنت أين يا قيسي؟ يا أبا حفص.
حسن والمعنى طيب.
المعنى أن رسولك يتوضأ مع الكلاب الميتة والدماء.
الله أكبر يتوضأ مع الكلاب الميتة.
It's in front of you. Your prophet, he take wudu
Okay,
with dead bodies of dogs. Guys, I say to him in Arabic, you're a prophet, he take wudu with dead dogs. He say, Allah
يا
Akbar.
أخي
No.
لا بشكل مبسط يعني أقول بأن البئر نفسه حتى لو سقط عليه من أشياء قديمة يعني ينوخذ فيه لسه.
Listen, the whale it's not even a running whale. This is a dead whale, which means the water there is just from what left over from people washing, from rain. It's not a whale. This is why people are throwing garbage there. So what kind of a prophet is using this water? You know, this is a desert. Nobody will throw dead dogs and menstruation rags and garbage in a water which they need to drink. This is the desert. Water there is priceless. So because this water is just a collection of dirty water.
But also the oceans and the lakes, all of them have a fish. So you drink after a fish,
what
it's
fish?
fine.
What fish? What fish, Abdul? There's a fish in Mecca
like in
now.
the oceans.
Listen.
I mean the oceans.
Just admit that,
like general. I don't mean especially Mecca.
Just admit that this is a fishy hadith, and because of that, the smell of the hadith is so bad, and you're trying to hide from it. You don't want to follow it.
No, who said that? I don't really mind if I go to Mecca.
This is a small, tiny. This is in the size of a jacuzzi. The water is so. It's not even deep water. It's like very, very. You can walk in it with your feet, with your legs. So what fish? I heard, by the way, there's a shark.
By the way, I don't really mind because God says we create everything with water, so I don't really mind if I did that or no.
Have you ever have the golden shower?
What's golden shower mean?
Somebody piss on you, because piss is 95% water. Sewage is 95% water. Don't you know?
Hello.
What? Piss, most of it is water.
CB, do you actually understand Arabic?
Go ahead, Qaisi. Qaisi, he will give us the answer. Go ahead, Qaisi.
Do you speak Arabic اصلا؟
No, I don't.
طيب ومنك مو اسمعني الرجال مو فاهم شيء اصلا. البئر نفسه كان مثل السيل، فما يضر النجاسه القليله اللي تكون فيه، انه اقل من او اعلى من القلتين، ما يضر شيء اصلا. النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ما كان
حتى بئر زمزم يعني كله.
النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ما كان يأمرنا أن نتوضأ بهالبئر ذا، لكن مقصده وسط حال انه ما نجس شيء. اذا عندك نهر كامل 100 كيلو، فيه كيلو واحد مثلا فيه نجاسه، راح يضر شيء لو توضيت من 100 كيلو؟
يا قيسي انت مدلس. أين النهر يا رجل؟ هذا بئر جافة.
إذا طيب دعني wait let me ask you.
The river is 100 kilometers. There's 1 kilometer of it is dirty. What river? This is just a little hole in the ground there is some water in
Then
it.
how the water
and-
comes? Then how the water
from the
comes in
dirty
that small hole?
from the dirty water of the
No,
houses of
no,
Mecca.
no. It comes from under the ground. From the lakes, it comes like
because
river,
if
like a
it's
river.
coming, if it's coming
Okay.
under the ground, people will not throw garbage in it because for it's clean, they can drink it. But because this water is
Buddy,
not,
you do it
this
yourself.
is not. And
That doesn't make any
let
sense.
Let me show you how small it is. Even the Muslim, they told us how
No, but
small it is.
look, we don't care actually about the size. What's matter is what's the under of that thing.
What do you mean you don't
What's
care
the
about
under
the
of-
size? So why your prophet promised you endless penis? If suddenly you don't care about the size doesn't matter.
I don't care. I
you
don't
say
care what
Allah
Shia
is
says.
Akbar.
I
You say
don't
Allah is
care what
Akbar.
Shia says. I
Allah
don't
is
care what Shia
Akbar.
says. But that's sunnah.
Huh?
Man, talk Arabic. I don't talk English good.
You don't take English good?
You
Yes.
cannot talk English.
شنو الحكي هذا؟
يتكلم عربي الرجال.
شنو الحكي هذا؟
طيب شوف يا اخوي ربي لك كلمات عربيه بس كذا اللي هو اصلا ما ادري التاليه من الغنم ولا ادري وين الله حاطه اصلا وقاعد
طيب.
يسوي ادعاءات غريبه
هذه
صراحه.
الفلوس الجلسنة الجنجلوس. Do you understand what I said?
اوه مدلس الله اكبر مدلس
هذه
كبير.
الفلوس الجلسنة الجنجلوس. Did you understand what I said?
You just throw things you don't know what it mean actually.
You guys,
I
your
mean by
Arabic is
yourself.
funny.
I mean
listen,
yourself.
The well is,
I mean yourself.
is a dry well. The water is coming from the garbage water from the house of Mecca and the lower point, and this is not to use for drinking. This is why people asking him. They're asking him, you do that? If this is a good water, nobody will ask him. Correct, guys? Why people will ask him why you are doing that? If this isn't something normal, everybody would do. But because it is very disgusting water, they said to him, you do that? If the water is
No,
clean,
actually, they actually drink from that water.
nobody.
If you
Okay,
didn't
I challenge you to
yes.
show me. Okay, in front of everybody, can you show me a reference of somebody drinking from that water beside your prophet?
اسمعني مهند.
اكيد قريش كانوا يشربون البير نفسه بس ما ادري ايش فيه
Show me,
متعاطي
show
ذا.
me, show me, show me, show me.
ما حد بيذكر ذا التفصيل ها.
No, show me where it says. Show me, as you see, if they are drinking from it, they will not throw garbage in it. They will not throw women menstruation. And this water is so small. It's tiny body of water.
طيب
How big it
وش
is?
بازي؟
How big it is?
طيب you said it's tiny okay.
No, no.
we will follow
I
what
did not
CB
say
do
that.
because
I
if
did
we
not-
go to
I
the
did
hill
not say that.
all the fault on CB.
Listen, I am not the one who said that. It's you Muslims. Look, here we go. In this hadith, they measure it for you. In this hadith, they measure it for you. It's small. It's very small. I measured, look.
So
I measured the breadth of the well of
what's the
Bida'ah
method? What's the method?
with
What's
my
the method?
sheet.
What's
So it's a small, tiny water in the size of a jacuzzi.
what's the method? What's
The
the
matter
method?
is
If-
there is dead
what's
dogs.
the matter of the size? If the river, it's the same river,
There's no river.
even
What
if they're
river?
different
What
size.
river? What river?
Man.
What river? What are you talking about?
Then how does the water come inside that hole?
There's river in Mecca.
Explain.
There's river in Mecca.
Explain.
There is river in Mecca. There's river
Then
in
how?
Mecca.
Then how the
There is a
water comes
river.
inside that
no,
thing?
no. I want you to confirm to me.
How? No, I want.
If
I
there
want
is a
how.
river. No, I want to learn from you. This is new for me.
Because I'll tell you how. But first thing, show me how the water comes in the small hole. Thing.
Come from the houses.
You said it's tiny.
There's many sorts of dirty water. The women they
Yeah,
have,
where's the water? I don't care. I don't care if
I
it's
will
dirty
tell
or
you, I will
clean.
tell
Where
you,
does the
okay.
water come from?
Okay, I will
Where does
tell
the
you.
water come
As
from?
an example, the Kaaba is the lowest point in Mecca. So when somebody piss in his house or do some laundry, the water will go down to the lower point. And this is where the water will be collected in the little hole. This is why they call it Bida'ah. If you speak Arabic, you should know that Bida'ah means garbage. The name of the well is called the well of garbage. The well of garbage. So the collection of garbage is thrown in it. Why? Because simply this is a very bad water. It's water, yes, but it's not usable and nobody will use it.
No.
Otherwise,
no. About your
Arabs-
example, it's not water. Why? Because you said it's all of piss or blood or
Yes, this is
just
why they call
Dawah. You
it.
say
This is
no.
why, no.
Then
hold on.
how's the water come from?
It's not coming from it. It's not coming from it. It's coming to it.
How? You said it
Because
just
it
piss
is an
and
old-
blood and
it's
things.
an
It must be
old-
then. It
it's
must
an-
be. It must be. It must
Alright.
be then
Let me
red
explain.
and yellow water.
Let me explain.
But there's no water in that thing.
What then there's no water? It says here the water, the well of
Buddy, I
Bidah.
don't care. I don't care what's it. You said Kaaba is the
You don't
lowest
care?
point in Mecca, right?
All right.
You say. Wait, I will show you your example. I will show you it's wrong. You said it's the lowest point in Mecca, right?
Yeah.
So you said if someone in any other high point
No, I said
anywhere.
I said even the Kaaba is the lowest point of Mecca too. Your God, as an example, just to show you how the Mecca.
No, wait. Let us be with the first example. No, wait.
Okay,
Before
okay,
you do any another example, let's be in the first example. You say if someone did a piss or like any woman got the blood thing, or you said any bida'ah.
Okay, let me ask, why they are throwing their rags from blood there? Why they are throwing garbage in that place? Why everybody is throwing garbage there? Why everybody throwing women blood from menstruation there? Why they are throwing dead dogs there? Even dead dogs. Why people will throw?
Why are you asking a lot? Let's explain your first example because it does not make any sense.
I'm
I
asking
told you
if this
where is
water.
no. We
if
show
this
you.
water
We
is-
told you. We told you. Where does the water come from? But you said no.
I
It
told
comes
you
from
this
the
is
piss
this is
and
the
blood.
same as the
No,
sewage.
no, you didn't.
In the
You did
old
not.
days,
You did
in the
not.
old days, there's no sewage. They have a little narrow tunnel beside the houses, and the women they wash dishes behind the door, so men cannot see them. There is a little tiny open hole
No,
where
they
the
said
water.
no. You said there's no
a
rivers.
Middle
You said
Eastern.
there's
You
said there's
are.
no rivers. Then how the woman can clean the dishes or the clothes?
They take it from Zamzam. Zamzam is where they drink. Zamzam is where they bring their water. They take it home.
Okay, then where
And
is the
then
Zamzam
they drink, they
got the
shower.
water?
They drink like they are a human like people, the same. They drink, they
Then
shower, they eat,
wait.
they cook.
Then wait. Then
Why?
Zamzam, where
Listen,
comes the water?
what water? Zamzam?
Yeah.
It's a
where?
well. That is a real well.
We told you. You said there's no rivers, so it must be there's no
Well,
rivers. It
there is
must
no
be there's
river.
no water.
Zamzam is not a river.
Then what is Zamzam?
Is a well.
What do you mean it's a well?
It's a well. It's a well. They dig in the ground. They found water in that area. That's it. It's not a river. In Mecca there's river.
Let me show you what's Zamzam.
In Mecca there is a river. It's called Zamzam.
Let me show you.
You wanna show me?
Yeah.
Keep your clothes on.
Zamzam.
There's no God but Jesus, you said? That's amazing. You want to see the water of Zamzam? You would die laughing.
Yeah, of course, because he said it's not river, so it comes from the piss and blood.
Okay, here we go. Let me show everybody where Zamzam coming from. Here we go. This is the water of Zamzam. It's a tiny hole of ugly, dark water, and even that water is not good. I will never drink from there. In fact, the scientists, they found that inside that water, there's a lot of arsenic, which is enough to kill you if you keep drinking from it. This is Zamzam. Do you see it? Look at it. This is your Zamzam. This is the river you are talking about?
Wait, let me show you. It's under the ground. It's
I'm
down,
showing-
like
I am
90
showing
meters down.
you. I'm showing you Zamzam. This is Zamzam. Do you see Zamzam?
Just the top, plus that.
What? This is Zamzam. Where is the river?
Wait, let me
Where is the river you told me about?
Buddy, you cannot see it from the top because it's under 19 meters down.
Okay. And?
So wait, I'll find it.
It's a well. It's a well of water.
Wait, I will show you the thing. It's in the under the ground.
I can play for you. I can play for you a video made by Muslim to refute me. They say that Zamzam now is totally empty and they are pumping water in it because Muslim, they believe this is a holy water. There's no water in it no more. They pump water in it.
Just wait.
And the government of Saudi Arabia, they keep pumping water fooling people saying there's a lot of water still there.
Buddy, it's simple. It's simple. How's the water come from? There's
From-
under the ground,
from
like
the-
under the
exactly,
ground. There is
exactly.
like a rivers. Like when every time the rains come from the sky, the rains, it goes down under the ground.
Really?
Then under the ground, there's the water comes together. Then it goes to the same beer.
Okay.
It goes to the Zamzam. Whenever the sky, whenever the clouds.
Okay, let me ask you.
Drop
Do
the
you
water.
Muslims throw in the bear of Zamzam dead dogs and women blood from menstruation and garbage?
Well,
Yeah?
what did they show? Wait, let me show you.
Do you throw?
What they,
do you throw
well,
there?
No. What did no?
I
Now
want your
today
answer.
no.
Do you throw?
Today no. Before
at
they
that
was.
time, at that time,
And
at that
let
time,
me.
at that
and
time,
that-
at that
and-
time.
Look, at that time,
Yeah.
no one's throw anything. That's one. Two.
What do you mean at that
Before,
time not throwing
yes,
anything? Okay.
there was.
So you are saying to me now that at that time they are not throwing garbage and dead dogs and women blood in that well, but they throw it in this well? Why?
Let me show. Can I open any shares? Cannot.
What?
Then I'll send you a video.
You will send me a video?
Yep. It's good video. It shows you what is Samsung.
I just showed you what is Zamzam.
No, you didn't.
I just showed you.
Show us the top of the thing.
Really?
Oh. والله استغفر الله بس استغفر الله الله يتعوض قسم بالله لو حل الاسلام كنت قسم بالله يحمد ربنا ان الشاشه موجوده بس
الشاشة موجودة؟ شنو هذا؟ Is it true that the BBC, they did investigate the water of Zamzam and they found that the Zamzam water is a very unhealthy water and have arsenic in it? Is that true? Is that true? What is the news? Hold on. We don't want that. The news. Let us see the news. Arsenic. The BBC News. Oh, no. So, the water of Zamzam have arsenic? Seriously? Look what the BBC, police be upon them, found. Do you see? Zamzam. It have an arsenic in it. So if you drink 1 cup of water, according to the scientist from Zamzam, is the same as smoking 2 boxes of cigarette. It has a dangerous chemical. Are you there, Abu Manna? What happened?
I just sent you the video. I'm watching the video.
Yeah, you're watching the video? Oh, okay. Okay, Abu
Yeah, I
Manna.
just sent it to you.
Just
Check
listen,
your
just listen, you know, just let your dad come, man. Why Muslims? Why only? I want the grown men to talk to me. What is this, man? Yeah. Do we have any Muslim from who have arsenic? You know? What you are watching videos? I'm talking to you. You are saying to me, I watch video.
Yeah, even me. I just send you the what is Zamzam.
Okay, I know what Zamzam. I'm the one who made Zamzam. Do you know why they call it Zamzam? I did Zam on it. They call it Zamzam. So look with me. Does it say
CB, if you actually trying to find the truth,
listen.
If you actually,
does it say?
if you actually trying to find the truth and teach the truth, just check the private. Check what did I send you.
I just showed you that your prophet taking shower with dead dogs. It's the truth, and this is your Islamic website.
Wait, I can't send the link in the chat. Yes or no?
I don't know. Why you? Allah forbid you?
I'll try. I don't know about your server.
Did you say inshallah? You forgot to say inshallah. Say
يا
inshallah, you
أخي
can do
مريض
anything.
مريض والله برسل لهم مقطع كرتوني بسيط إنه أبين لهم ذا الشيء.
شنو أبين لهم أبين له شنو حكي الفاضي هذا؟ زبط. هو اللي مسروق المضرطون من وين
What is Zamzam and what inside Zamzam?
What is inside Zamzam? Zamzam mean?
No running out of
the video.
What is inside Zamzam?
You can check the video.
Tell me what is inside Zamzam. Surprise me. What is inside Zamzam?
Now, if you mean now, there's nothing. If you mean before, there is a lot of things.
What was there?
Okay.
You send me a cartoon.
Yeah, it shows you that's more simpler than the others.
Guys, look what Abu Muhanna he sent me. You will not believe it. Abu Muhanna he sent me this.
I sent it in the chat.
Yeah, I have it here. It's a cartoon. You send me a cartoon.
Are
you serious? Are you serious? You send me this?
Yes.
What?
You can watch it.
You
can see everything.
You want me to watch the cartoon? This is Zamzam now?
At least you can see the first minute.
Who is this guy? Prophet Muhammad?
No.
Seriously? Okay, Abu Bakr? Who is this guy?
No.
He look like Muhammad. He's so white. What? He's so white. Okay, why he is so white? You tell me. The only very white person in Mecca, it was Muhammad.
I'm tired from you. So I want to say this last thing, then I will come back.
You want to show me Zamzam, and then you look for a cartoon.
Yeah, he talks about what's inside Zamzam. He will show you everything.
So tell me what's happening. What 19 meters?
So
Zamzam is 19 meter 0.5.
So
who is this guy? Who is this guy there? That's the.
I want to say the last thing. Then after that, I will.
التقارير اليومية لعملية تنظيف بئر. Listen. Does it say in front of you that the daily schedule to clean the well of Zamzam, to clean it from what? It's dirty. It says in front of you. This is the video you sent me. It says schedule to clean Zamzam.
Complete the video.
To clean Zamzam, to clean it from what?
Yeah, you can complete the video and see.
No, clean it from what? This is a cartoon. This is a cartoon.
Yeah, complete the video. He will show you what they
do you think my audience are in the age of Aisha? What are you talking about, man? What is this? And this is commercial buy candies? What is this? Buy candies? You want to buy candies now? What is this?
Nah, that's just AD.
What?
They are the sponsors.
Who is this guy? Who is that Jibreel?
No, that's the guy who get down in the beer.
So now he's down?
No.
So what he's doing there?
Home.
What?
He was checking what's inside. He checked what's inside him.
Who is this guy? Do you know his name?
I think he said his name. Right?
And look, he have a camera in his hand. Is that Prophet Muhammad in his time? And he was taking a video?
That's in our time. That's before 20 years ago.
How I know
something
this is
like that.
okay? What is that? All those things is inside Zamzam. I see hammer, I see cup, I see a jar. All of those are inside Zamzam there.
Yeah, even you can see a head goat head.
There's a goat. There's a goat head.
مهنا
هلا ابوي
هذا ما يفهم
ما ودي يفهموه يعني والله ودي اقرا عليه آية أخيرة وامشي بس.
بير بضاعة قلت له عنه ولا ما قلت له؟
لا بالبضاعة هو مصر انها ايش اشياء سائلة وخسا واشياء زي كذا غريبة.
الا بير بضاعة قريش كانت تشرب منه وما يخلص.
Show me where Quraysh they used to drink from it. قيسي go ahead show me. أرنا يا رجل كيف كانت تشرب قريش من بئر بضاعة. اسمع لو كانت بئر بضاعة يشرب منه أهل قريش لما سألوه أيستقى لك يا رسول الله من بئر بضاعة. So if they are doing that, they will not ask the question. Everybody's doing it. They said to him, you do that from the well, this is the garbage well. So if this is a goodwill, nobody will ask the question. They are asking the question because this is a very awkward behavior of so-called prophet of Allah. But anyway, your friend قبيسي your friend, he really got me busted. يا رجال هذا الرجال أعطاني كرتون طبيعي
عشان تفهم
أعطاني كرتون
بمقاس عقلك
كرتون ملون بالألوان والصور الطبيعية والموسيقى العجيبة الغريبة يا رجل. وأنا انظر إلى هذه الألوان الفاقعة يا رجل. من هذا الرجل؟ وقال أن هناك رأس معزة داخل البئر. There is a head of a goat inside the well.
فعلا كان فعلا قرون عنوز فعلا ترى كان في قرن عنوز فعلا.
أبو مهنا, you said now in the word of
now it's clean. There's nothing inside.
So
that
in
way.
the time of Muhammad they used to drink from it and there was garbage at the time. Now it's clean.
لا إله إلا الله.
When they clean it, no, hold on, guys, do you hear it? He said they found all this garbage inside, even the Zamzam, they call it holy. They call it holy, and all this garbage is inside. He said that, not me. He said the head of a goat. They found the head of a goat. Do you think this is a goat came to Hajj and fell down? Like somebody pushed the goat? Why the head of the goat there?
لأنهم كانوا معتقدات قديمة في عهود تختلف، فكانوا بعض الناس يظنون في هذه الأشياء فكانوا يرمون أشياء غريبة بعضهم.
So guys, look what he said. He said that the Muslim before, they used to believe in a strange
not
stuff.
Not the Muslim before. I didn't mean the Muslim.
So who is the one who believe in throwing things will make the water good? Like
the people does not believe in anything or even God.
So, but you said to me,
they just drop this random stuff like يتبارك فيها وبعضها من أجل السحر.
Why they are dropping dead goat? Why they drop it?
من أجل السحر لكي يسحروا.
So guys, they drop a dead goat inside the water of Zamzam. He said to do black magic.
معتقدات قديمة عند الناس ماذا أفعل؟ هل أغيرها؟ هل أقول للنبي بأن يخرج ويغيرها؟
All the time you Muslim,
تريد أن ألطم؟
all the time you're drinking, you Muslim from the Zamzam, you think it's holy, and there's all those garbage inside.
Yes, it's holy, even if there's things inside.
Okay, he said it's holy. What holy mean?
It's mean like what is mean. Holy does not have a describe to the word.
What the word holy mean? Is your God holy or the water holy? Is the God is holy in Islam or the water is holy? Which one is your God?
Depends about the meaning of the sentence.
What holy mean? No problem. I'm asking you. I thought your God is holy. It turned to be the water is holy. The black stone is holy.
Do you want an Arabic? Do you want an Arabic? Do you want an Arabic?
You are speaking English. The people, they understand. So you said holy. So is your God in Islam? You Muslim, you claim monotheist. Look what happened. You worship water. So now the water is holy. Why you drink it? It's going to come from your penis. The holy water of Allah. You drink it. It's going to be poo-poo. Why you do that? Shame on you.
Make me laugh.
Well, seriously, how it is a holy water? You drink it, you know it's coming out.
You know what's holy mean in that sentence?
What? I don't know. Does it say what holy mean in this cartoon too?
أنا والله ما أدري كيف أشرح له من
This is look
إنها
like
مياه مباركة إنها طيبة يعني ما في مثلها أبد.
This cartoon looked like a Grandizer. When I was a kid, I used to watch it. Do you know Grandizer?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, look at this. Who is that? Aisha there?
يا أخي استغفر الله أهين ذبات الخرا والله.
What خرا؟
ما نتكلم مع عربي. الرجال يفهم عربي لكنه
ولا إن سألتهم لا يقولون إنما كنا نخوض ونلعب قل بالله وآياته ورسوله كنتم تستهزئون.
تستهزئون? Well, you're a prophet. Listen, you're a prophet. Don't even speak good Arabic. What is تستهزئون? You know, isn't it your Quran says?
You know what my prophet said. You know what my prophet said.
What he said? Tell me.
He said about the people are like you, or same as you and your people and the groups like that.
So what do you know what my people say?
هؤلاء أقوام مدلسون وكذابون ودجالون ولو صدقوا فكذبوهم.
Okay, let's go with you. The one who is a liar, is that me or the one who taught you to lie? Isn't it your prophet? He said, you can lie to 3, to your wife, to your friends, and to your enemy. Who's left?
What do you mean who's left?
Who's
Well,
left?
look,
Who's left? You can
after all,
lie
you're
to
just
three
lying
kind of
about
people.
things you don't know what is it.
You can lie to your wife, you can lie to your friends, you can lie to your enemy. Who's left? Nobody. So
لا
Islam,
توشوا.
you are saying to
يا
me,
أخي
you,
استغفر
do you know what the
you
Prophet said
cannot
about
lie to
people
God.
like you?
So the day of the judgment, you'll see everything.
What in the day of judgment? Okay, is it true in the day of judgment Allah will do sexual punishment for people?
أنا هو شو يقول؟
يا أخي يستعبط في يوم القيامة يقول الناس يقدرون يعني يفعلون أمور الجنس والخرابيط ذي. استغفر الله.
No, I'm asking. Is it true?
There is two type of people. There is two type of the people on the day of the judgment.
Is it true?
People who go to the hell, people to go.
Listen,
People goes to the hell, and people go to the heaven.
أبو مهنس اسمع. Is it true that Allah will play with the anus of people who don't believe in Him?
Allah will play with who?
With the anus, the anus.
What's anus mean?
Please.
So we make fun of God now.
No, I'm asking. I'm serious. And in front of everybody.
So you are serious now about a dumb question.
Is it true? Is it true that your God will play with the teeth or the anus of everyone who don't believe in Him? Yes or no?
No, it's not true.
Why you are lying? Here we go. This is the verse. In front
What
of your eyes.
What do you mean I'm lying?
This is the verse. And not only that, it's a miraculous that the number of it is 69. Your God will put his mouth in the anus of this person, and he will insert a chain. Yeah, and he will insert a chain.
So you know what does that mean in Arabic?
Tell me, what does that mean?
It's not even close to what you are saying.
Okay, in front of everybody, if I show you that this what I'm saying is true, what you would do?
Wait. I will give you the tafsir. I will give you the tafsir, you and the whole people.
Okay, guys, he will give me tafsir. I challenge you to give me tafsir. I seriously challenge you. You know what? I promise you, if you give me the tafsir, like as an example, like Ibn Kathir as an example, I will watch the cartoon.
Inshallah.
Yeah. And right away when I see the cartoon you gave me, I will become a Muslim.
You became a Muslim.
Yeah, if I see the cartoon and the cartoon is convincing me, I will become a Muslim.
طيب سيبي مان اسمعني.
أها.
أنت تتكلم عربي كويس صح؟
يفهمك اسمع يقدر يتكلم عربي.
My friend, did you hear the question? هل سمعت السؤال؟ هل صحيح أن ربك في القرآن سوف يقوم بعقوبات جنسية في يوم القيامة؟ سوف يدخل سلسلة في الفتحة الشرجية؟ أهذا رب؟ أهذا رب يا رجل؟ أهذا رب يا رجل؟ أهذا رب يا رجل؟
من هذا الشيء الذي أتاك ورمالك هذه الهبدة؟
أجب. Give me the answer.
Wait, just let me give you تفسير السعدي.
السعدي? Who is السعدي? Give me Ibn Kathir, man.
They are all the same.
Who is السعدي? Who is السعدي?
That's a guy who can...
He's a scholar.
السعدي is a scholar since when?
ثواني.
والله حركات في ناس ما يعرفوا وصل في الشر.
Give me a real scholar, man. Give me a real scholar. What are you talking about?
They are.
Give me a real scholar. Here we go. Let me show you a real scholar in front of everybody. You are looking for something, trying to avoid the problem. 69, chapter 69, verse number 32. Let everybody see that you Muslims are running away from the truth. In fact, I can show it in English. Hold on. Here we go. Let me go. Chapter 69 in front of everybody. Okay, yep. Chapter 69, verse number 32. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. And then here it says, here we go. Read with me. Then fasten him with the chain, wherefore the length of 70 cubits. كعب الأحبار said every ring of it is equal.
كعب الأحبار لا إله إلا الله. Stop شيعة تكفى. We are Sunni.
What?
We are Sunnis.
Abdul, كعب الأحبار is a Sunni and this is Ibn Kathir. Are you stupid? This is Ibn Kathir.
هذا مدلس حفظك الله.
This is Ibn Kathir is مدلس. Guys, Ibn Kathir is a liar. Christian Prince is a liar.
No,
Al-Qurtubi is a liar.
no. Here you are right. He's a Sunni guy, but not his
hold
old
on.
books.
Ibn Kathir,
Some books is
Ibn
from
Kathir,
made
is
from.
Ibn
Wait.
Kathir-
Let me
is
explain.
Ibn
Let me explain.
Kathir,
Let me
is
explain. Let
Ibn
me explain.
Guys, read carefully. The fast in him, it will be entered into his buttocks. It will be entered into his buttocks and will be pulled out from his mouth. Does it say that? So يدخلونها في طيزه ويسحبوها
هذا تفسير من كثير يعني.
من فمه يا رجل. هذا ربك. اقرأ. سوف يدخلوها في طيز الرجل ويسحبوها.
Okay. So it comes from his ass and go out of his mouth.
Right. Yeah. So what you said to me, I'm lying. I said to you, this is what the Quran is saying. Allah will give sexual punishment.
Then what's the point you want to show us? What's the point you want to show us?
When I said to you, this is how trashy your God. You said to me, you are lying. You accused me of lying. They said there's nowhere it says that.
What is the point you want to show us?
The point your God is, this is Satan. This is no. If Allah is holy, what kind of holy God he will insert a chain in the anus of somebody? I mean, this is a garbage movie. Can't he punish you? Why Allah want to play with the anus of Joe Biden? You tell me. I mean, the guy, his anus is so small, stinky. He don't even know how to walk. He don't know even how to walk. Why Allah will insert the chain in the anus of the king of Saudi Arabia?
CB.
And do you see what it says there? It says that listen. It says that every ring of this chain have more than all...
ما يخليني أرد والله ما يخليني
أرد. I will let you go. Have more than all the oil in the world. Every ring. I mean, so if the anus is 1 inch, how, let's say ½ inch, how in the world every ring of this chain have more than all the iron in the world? All of this will go inside his anus?
مهنا اسمعني. مهنا ترى في تفسير مخالف للتفسير ذا. هو يقول أنا هدش بالبداية من المؤخرة وتطلع من فمه. وفي تفسير العكس. أنا تخش من الفم أولا.
Well, this is ابن كثير. يا قيسي يا قبيسي whatever your name. اسمع. هذا ابن كثير يقول غير ما قلت. لماذا تكذب يا رجل؟ ابن كثير يقول أنها تدخل من الفرج.
هنالك العديد من العلماء. سؤالي.
It says it goes from the anus. It comes
هل يؤخذ بكل كلام ابن كثير؟ نعم أو لا؟
Okay, say Ibn Kathir is a stupid.
لا.
Say Ibn Kathir is
no,
stupid.
I don't say that. He's a good man. No.
This is not Ibn Kathir who said that. This is reported from Ibn Abbas.
Not everything.
What about Ibn Abbas? What about Ibn Jurayj? What about Ibn Abbas? Ibn Abbas. Your cousin.
So what about the Sa'di? What about the Jalali? What about the other people?
Your prophet cousin. Are you going to insult your prophet cousin too? Ibn Abbas?
They all talk from the same source.
I know, the anus. They are talking from the anus. I'm telling you that. You don't believe me. I said to you from the beginning, the Muslims, they speak from their anus. You said to me, no. Now we agree. All of them, they speak from the same source. What is the source? The anus. This is the religion.
I got a question.
Is it about the anus?
It's about your thing.
No. What, my thing? Don't talk about my thing. Please, listen. Don't talk about my thing. Listen. Don't speak dirty. Don't talk about my thing. So focus with me. Ibn Kathir is here. He is talking about
you.
What?
My question is.
What my thing? Listen, don't talk about the thing. You know Joe Biden. Joe Biden is hearing you. So listen, why you lied to me and you say there's no such a thing in the Quran? I just to prove you wrong. Apologize. Come on, Abu Muhanna. Come on, Abu Muhanna. You're the man. You can apologize, man. It's okay. I mean, your buttocks is in the hand of Allah, and your God, Allah, is holy. And because He's holy, He will play with your buttocks.
No, your points, all points. You make it's very the logical. They are, no, you make all the points. They are the same, but they are not the same. They are different.
I know the buttocks is different. It's buttocks.
Then then why you say all these things?
No, I'm saying your God is holy because He play with the buttocks.
La ilaha illallah. He's holy because He creates humans.
But
He's holy because He created planet.
Okay,
He's
now
holy.
Allah
He
is
everything.
angry from
He's holy
someone. Why he wanna
because
play
he
with his
created
buttocks?
everything. That's
Allah
why,
is
because he is
angry.
holy.
Listen,
That one. Two.
what kind of God? What kind of God
Okay,
he do
let
sexual?
me explain my point.
Okay, yeah, I'm asking you. You are not answering. What kind of God
Okay.
he do
Your
sexual
question.
punishment?
What kind of God he will do like things like that, right?
Yeah.
So first thing, who will know more than God? You or God himself?
Well, the buttocks, the anus will witness for us. We don't know. We have to wait until
My
the anus.
question is,
Did you
who
experience
know
yourself?
more?
Okay, listen.
The God or
Abu Muhammad. Your prophet
I'm
said.
listening to you.
Okay, hold on. Your
Leave
prophet, he
my
said.
prophet now. Leave my prophet now.
Let us
My question
examine.
is,
Let us examine.
who is God, the whole knowledge?
All
You
right.
or God himself?
Your God don't have any knowledge. We can prove that in 2 seconds. But hold on.
La ilaha
Your
illallah.
prophet
Who
said.
knows more? You or God?
No, for me, I have more knowledge than Allah. Allah, I don't know
So
anything.
you know more than God.
Not God, Allah.
Wait, my question, you know more than God, right?
Not God, Allah. Allah is not a God. Allah is just a joke.
You know more than God, right?
Okay, I will prove it to you. I'll prove it to you. Your prophet
Wait,
said,
ask yes or no. Yes or no. My question is comes with yes or no.
Okay, let me prove it
Do
to you.
you know more than God?
Yes, I know more than Allah. Let me prove it to you.
Okay, so you know more than God.
Your prophet said,
If God drop you on the hell and did that for you, you will say no?
Yeah, Abu Muhammad, listen, let me talk. Your prophet said when you enter the bathroom, if you don't say a certain prayer and enter with the left foot, shaitan will play with your anus. Can you witness in the front of everybody that this is happening to you? That shaitan, he play with your anus? Don't tell me that once in your life you did not enter the bathroom without saying the prayer. I want to know if what Muhammad said is true. If the shaitan, he play with your anus, that means the prophet, he told the truth. Everybody is listening. Tell them, yes, shaitan, he play with your anus, because your prophet says, if you don't say certain prayer.
شوف والله ما يدخل الموضوع اقول عن ذا يقول لي
listen, the Christians, listen. We hear Muslims, we hear Christians, they speak about testimony. The guy, he is a Muslim. He see an image of Jesus, a dream, he became a Christian. Okay, now the Muslim testimony. A Muslim testimony is he go inside the bathroom, he don't say the prayer to Allah, shaitan, he play with your anus. Give me your testimony about your anus and what shaitan did to you. Go ahead. If Muhammad is telling the truth, prove to us and tell the people here that yes, each time you go inside the bathroom, if you don't pray to Allah before you enter the bathroom with the left foot, shaitan, he play with your anus. If this is not never happened, that means Muhammad is a liar. What?
مهنا وش يقول؟
ويقول انه الحين بدا عذابها. هو دخل في موضوع ثاني، قال انه النبي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم قال بان تقولون دعوه قبل دخول الحمام. طيب هذه ما نختلف فيها، بس قال انه ليه تقول هذا الدعاء؟ لان الشيطان او الجني او ابليس بيقعد يلعب حقك.
وضح تصير اشياء ما ادري والله.
ما هو شوف هو ما ياخذ الان، انا اقول لك.
So, after negotiation, what the answer? After negotiation, where are we? Here we go. Let me show you the video so you can listen to it, the hadith. The Sheikh, he explained the hadith. He said this is a hadith. Hadith say. See? Look. Shaitan fart.
When you give the adhan, the shaitan, he not only runs, but the hadith says lahu durat. You know what durat is? Durat is
Allahu Akbar.
He runs, and as he's running, his fart comes out.
Amazing.
Lahu durat. I'm not making this hadith.
Hadith. This hadith.
So that shaitan made me do sin?
Yeah.
Get up. Yeah, just get up. Just give the adhan. Right? That shaitan, you're gonna make him leak some serious gas.
Serious gas, yeah.
Serious gas.
Yeah,
so you go into the toilet, Bismillahi Allahumma inni a'udhu min al-khubuthi wal khaba'ith. Allah protect me from these devils.
Abu Muhanna, wait, don't talk, please. Yeah. I'm going to show you the hadith. He's going to mention the hadith. The shaitan, he played with your anus.
I just sent the thing. You can see the thing.
No. Just wait. Let me play
Ah,
the video.
no. So the thing should be from you, not from me. Then I cannot explain.
Not from you.
Cool.
Not from me. The sheikh is talking in the video. Don't talk, please.
Yeah,
Listen.
that check.
Okay.
I believe in
You,
that check.
you go in there
Listen.
with your left foot. The left foot you went in, you get a reward for that. The dua you said, shaitan will not see you. You're in the toilet, shaitan can't see you anymore. That's in a hadith, right? If you don't say the dua,
قاعد يقول
if you don't say the dua, what happens is the shaitan not only comes inside, but the hadith of Tirmidhi says
وما هو
he plays
الدليل
with
وما
your
هو الواجب
bowels.
بقول
Why you
أو
guys?
ما
Why you
الحكمة
are
بقول
talking?
دعاء.
Here we go. Listen, Abu Muhanna. He just said. Did you hear him? He just said, "Shaitan, he play with your bows." Why you lied to me? You said no, it doesn't say that. Here we go. Let me play it again.
I send
Don't
you.
talk.
I send you what do I believe.
Don't
I
talk,
send
don't talk, don't
you
talk,
what did I
don't
Don't say
believe.
the dua. What happens is the shaitan not only comes inside, but the hadith of Tirmidhi says he
I don't know who's
plays
that
with your
guy,
bowels.
by the way.
You see, Shaitan, he
I
play with.
don't, I don't know who's that guy. Wait, ماشي تعرف
This
من
is
هذا
your sheikh,
الرجل؟
and this
تعرف من هذا
hadith,
الرجل؟
and this is hadith at Tirmidhi. This is hadith in the Tirmidhi.
Buddy. No one's know what that sheikh. Okay, I send you the sheikh we believe, the sheikh we trust. I
Okay,
don't know who's that
listen.
guy.
You send me a link of Ibn Baz. I challenge you to say I accept whatever Ibn Baz he said. Do you accept?
Not everything. Not everything.
Do you know the minister of the Islam in Saudi Arabia, Al Sheikh? He was a friend of my father. And I can call him, and I can get you busted, all of you. He will confirm that this is what it is in your books. I can show the hadith. I gave you the sheikh, so you can see it, you can hear it. This is your sheikh in the mosque. This is a Muslim Sunni.
والله
This is a very well known.
يقول لك على الشيخ مرة واحدة.
This is Muhammad. His name is Muhammad Fartan because he fought a lot. So he's very well known. Sheikh Muhammad Fartan from Pakistan. He is quoting the book of At-Tirmidhi, Sahih Hadith, authentic Hadith. So, do you believe in what Sheikh Fartan said or you don't?
قال الإمام ابن باز رحمه الله ثبت عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أنه كان إذا أراد دخول الخلاء بمعنى أن يقضي حاجته قال أعوذ بالله من الخبث والخبائث
And?
والمراد بذلك التعوذ من الشر والأفعال الخبيثة.
Okay.
وفسره بعض العلماء أو أهل العلم بذكور الشياطين وإناثهم، وإذا كان في الصحراء قال هذا التعوذ عند إرادة قضاء حاجته، وهذا التعوذ يقال قبل دخول الخلاء لا بعده. هذا والله أعلم.
So I want you to tell the people, Abu Muhanna, what will happen if you don't say this prayer? What shaitan will do to you in the bathroom according to your prophet?
Let me see. Wait.
Okay. Remember,
طارق القيس وش يصير إذا الرجل نسى دعاء دخول الحمام أو دخول الخلاء؟
نساه.
إيه.
Yeah, what will happen to him? What will happen to him if he go inside the bathroom? He did not mention the shit prayer. What will happen?
And
What the connection between the shit prayer and shaitan playing with your anus?
مين؟ الو
Hello.
سامعك.
اقول يعني هو الحين قاعد يدور بالحكمه، حكمه القول بالدعاء. ترى مو لازم نعرف كل شيء من موضوع الحكمه من المساله.
What hikmah? What? No. Guys, he's saying this is wisdom. What wisdom? Here we go. This is the hadith. Let me show you. Everybody can see with me. This is the hadith in front of everybody. It says, Shaitan, he play with your anus. I'm not making things up. Here we go. Let me translate using Google Translation. You speak Arabic, both of you. Here we go. It says, Shaitan, he play with your anus.
مصادر غريبة يا أخوي ترى ما.
What
It is embarrassing, and whoever goes to defecate, let him cover himself, and if he has no choice but to collect a piece of sand, let him turn away from it, for Satan plays with the seats of the children of Adam. Whoever does it has done well, and whoever does not, there is no blame.
Shaitan, he play with your anus. This is here. This is the Awn al-Ma'bud. Awn al-Ma'bud. Very number 1. Page number 4.
والله هذا اللي ما حد ياخذ ولا احد يعرف اصلا.
It says باب الاستثاء في الخلاء. And then it says here that if you don't make the prayer with your tongue, etc. blah blah blah, then شيطان فليستدبره فإن الشيطان يلعب بمقاعد بني آدم. Shaitan, he play with the anus of the children of Adam. You see it?
Have you finished?
No, I'm not finished. I'm watching the guy.
Do you know who's the first guy? حدثنا إبراهيم بن موسى الرازي.
You know Al-Razi yourself?
Do you know who's Al-Razi? Yes,
I know, he used to work for me. What about him?
هذا كيف حد عقله بما يعقل؟ هذا عقله لا يعقل شيء صراحة.
صراحة شنو هذا يا رجال؟
صراحة.
قال له يا فرحان يا لبسوك ما ضربته من وين تشغل؟ قال له ايه من الخناقة. Do you understand what I said?
الإجابة والله أعلم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله آله وصحبه. أما بعد فأن من نسي الذكر المشروع عند دخول الحمام حتى دخله فإنه يستعيذ بالله تعالى بقلبه لا بلسانه عند الجمهور. ومن أهل العلم من قال بجواز ذكر الله تعالى عند حاجة أو عند نسيان هذا الشيء.
أبو مينا, you gave me a website saying, and this is Ibn Baz, and it says that shaitan, the male and the female, the female shaitan and the male shaitan inside the bathroom. I want to explain to people why you Muslims believe there's a male shaitan and female shaitan.
So that's another point.
No, you mentioned that. Guys, this is another point. Hold on. What you said, we have to say the prayer when we enter the bathroom. Okay, you say the prayer before you enter the bathroom because what? You said in the website, because they have male and female shaitan inside the bathroom. What they are doing there? Tell us. What? This is the website you gave me. Don't play dead. What the female shaitan and the male shaitan doing in the house of a Muslim man? Inside the bathroom. Having sex? Jumping around? What happened? Heart attack. Shaitan playing with their anus, maybe no. Does it hurt?
That's the answer of if you forget the...
What forget what? So what will happen? We did not hear you. Start again. So if you forget to pray and you enter the bathroom, what shaitan, the male shaitan and female shaitan would do? Go ahead.
Let me tell you what did he say? The question is, what if Muslim forget that and he remembered that when he inside the bathroom?
No, did not remember. He entered the bathroom. He did not remember anything. What will happen?
Wait. That the question comes to it, Malcolm.
All right. What will happen? Okay.
And the question says, what if a Muslim get inside the bathroom and he forget and he remembered that and he says the prayer, or اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الخبث والخبائث. What's the thing will happen?
What will happen?
He said if he inside the bathrooms today and he did not sit in the chair, then he allowed to say that.
What?
But if he did not sit in the chair when he entered, he is allowed to say اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الخبث والخبائث.
Hold on, this is another question. You enter the bathroom and now you want to do shit. But you forgot to say the prayer. What the male shaitan and female shaitan can do to you if you don't make the prayer? What will happen?
Okay, that's another question. Just let me say it.
What?
That another question. I will search it, but no.
You will search.
Yeah, of course, I will search.
So there is
how you want the information
now. So if I enter the bathroom now, there is a female shaitan is going to play with me. I like that. Guys, I have to go. I am single. Finally, I have something to do. there's a female shaitan is going to play, for sure not the anus. I will not let you touch that part at all. But if she want to play with that part, that's good. We are good to go. Okay, bye-bye, guys. There's a female shaitan. Look, Muhammad says that there's a male shaitan and female shaitan. I thought Allah created only one shaitan, and he was a male. Since when shaitan, he have babies and they are females? Like, what happened?
That's your fault, but your thoughts are wrong.
What fault? What fault? I'm asking you. When Allah, he created male and female shaitan. See, the Muslim, they translate the word shaitan as demon. This is you know, the Muslim, they believe shaitan is a genie. So, and genie are not demon. So this is different word, wrong word translation. Male and female shaitan in the bathroom. And why they are in the bathroom, Abu Muhammad, do you know? I mean, what is the secret? Why they like the bathroom? Is that because it's wet? The female shaitan like to be wet all the time, huh? Dirty. Disgusting. Horny. Oh boy. Those female shaitan, they are really weird, man. This way, female shaitan, hey, what are you doing? She is touching herself. Like, what the heck? Female shaitan, behave yourself. I am in the bathroom. I do as I wish. This is my kingdom. So it's like, seriously, why the female shaitan and the male shaitan in the bathroom of your house? So if you go right now, Abu Muhanna, to your bathroom, can you go and record with the video, as long as you showed me cartoon? Can you record another cartoon in your bathroom using X-ray showing us male shaitan and female shaitan? Abu?
Yes.
Abu Muhanna is kidnapped by female shaitan. A'udhu billah.
Funny guy.
What funny guy? It's you who said that to me and not me. This is your website. You
Okay,
gave
my
me.
website also says that.
You gave me this website and you told me this is the sheikh. We agree with him. Okay. You ask Allah for forgiveness when you do piss. Why?
That's
Why
another
somebody?
question.
Why somebody? That is a question. Here we go. Many questions. The guy who went not. What kind of religion? If somebody want to squeeze his butt and get shit out, he say, "Forgive me, Allah." Now you remember Allah. Is it the time to worship Allah now? Like you're doing your poo-poo. It's a poo-poo land. Look, read. This is your website. It says, "Ghufranaka Allah." So when you go out, now look, even when you go out from the place where you do your shit, you have to say, "Oh Allah, forgive me." For what? You just did shit.
Okay, the answer is under 2 sentences. والحكمة في
Leaving the
ذلك
toilet, you
والحكمة
should say, your
والحكمة
forgiveness.
والحكمة في ذلك والله أعلم أن الله سبحانه قد أنعم عليه بما يسر له من الطعام والشراب ثم أنعم عليه بخروج الأذى.
So guys, Allah, He blessed him by making him shit. That's what He just said. Allah, He blessed the Muslim when He made him shit. How that is a blessing? What does have to do with this?
Because if the food skips inside your stomach, that will be do another bad things.
But why are you asking for forgiveness? I mean, listen, you ask for forgiveness if you commit sin. You just ate. And you ate halal food. So now we are saying to him, "Oh, forgive me, Allah." You just shit. You did. Listen. You just did shit. You did not commit sin. It's shit. Everybody shit. Even my neighbor cat, I saw it. I swear by fig that the cat of my neighbor, she shit all the time. She's a shitty cat, you know, from the Chechnya. So why you ask Allah for forgiveness when you are doing shit? What happened?
I don't know what غفرانك mean.
What?
What غفرانك mean? I don't know what does that mean.
You didn't know what غفرانك mean? You speak Arabic very well. غفرانك mean I ask you for forgiveness.
غفرانك.
Yes, غفرانك, I ask for forgiveness. You don't know?
غفرانك. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm very sure. Who is your Arabic teacher? You Muslims are weird. You don't know even غفرانك what it means. Don't you know the Quran says غفرنا لك ما تقدم من ذنبك وما تأخر. We forgive to you, Muhammad, your past sin and coming sin. Now you do not know what غفرانك. What you ate today, man? Did you eat 7 ajwa?
مهنا
لا
شوي بس وجيت. هو الحين ايش يقول؟
هو الحين يقول ليش أنت تطلب المغفرة والسماح من الله بعد ما تخلص من الحمام؟
لا هذا شوفها
هذه معجزة. إيه الإنسان معجزة، لأن الله عز وجل أصلا سوى هذا الشيء إنه يخرج هذا الأذى من بطنه. الأكل إذا قاعد في معدتك أو الشراب هذا يسبب مشاكل من الأمعاء والمصارين وكذا.
He is saying this is a miracle. What miracle? I mean, you are doing shit.
يا أخي أي معجزة. أيوة الإنسان معجزة، الإنسان كرة معجزة.
He said no. When I ask for forgiveness,
مو بالخرا
I ask for forgiveness. Let us say that doing shit in Islam is a miracle. Okay, but why I'm asking for forgiveness? What I did? I mean, I'm asking forgiveness for shit. You ask for forgiveness if you commit sin. This one you are praying. It's not even nice to mention the name of your God, my friend, when you are doing shit, my friend. That's nice. This is shit time.
سيبي لأن العبد دائما مقصر فيستغفر ويحمد الله على هذه النعم فقط. هذا الجواب.
No, you are asking غفرانك mean I ask you for forgiveness.
غفرانك ايش معنى؟
غفرانك I ask you for forgiveness from what? What is the connection? What is the connection between you? You just went to the bathroom, did shit, and now you ask Allah for forgiveness. Why? Is shit is sin in Islam?
أنا قلت كلام عربي هو شو يقول بالضبط؟
ما أدري والله كنت قاعد أقرأ الصوت. Repeat what did you say before a few seconds?
What happened to you, man? You don't know how to translate? Okay, القبيسي اسمع. I will speak to you in Arabic. اسمع. So, نقول غفرانك بعد الذهاب إلى الحمام. ما العلاقة؟ أنا هل أذنبت حينما ذهبت إلى الحمام؟ أسأل ربي الغفران على خطاياي وذنوبي. نعم، ولكن ما علاقة الحمام بهذا يا رجل؟ الحمام لا يجب أن يكون مكان يذكر فيه اسم الله. أليس هذا اسم الله القدوس أم أنه اسم ملوث بالبراز؟ لماذا تلوثون اسم الله بالبراز؟
أنت قصدك غفرانك؟
غفرانك
أين ذكر الله طيب فيه؟
لماذا تذكر
أين كلمة الله فيها؟
Why are غفرانك ربي? This is summary for it. غفرانك ربي.
يا غفرانك. No one says
okay, are you speaking
God forgiveness.
When you say
they said forgiveness.
No, when you say غفرانك,
the meaning inside the heart. The meaning inside the heart.
Okay, when you are saying forgive me, you are talking to who?
Yeah, inside your heart you mean God.
Exactly.
Inside your heart,
so you
mean God, but you did not say that.
So you
fine if you said in your heart.
So you mention Allah in the bathroom asking for forgiveness for what? You just did shit.
Buddy, that's when you leave.
خبر مهنا.
All right. Listen, Abu Muhanna. We continue our conversation maybe tomorrow because I have 4 wives waiting for me, and I have a female genie in the bathroom. She's waiting for me. I have to go and do things with her. So we can continue tomorrow, okay?
You mean al-khaba'ith waiting for you.
Yeah. And I will ask Allah for forgiveness in the bathroom. So tomorrow come back and we will continue me and you. Correct? Good?
لسمي اسمعني. أنت تقول لماذا نقول غفرانك بعد خروجنا من الحمام، صحيح؟ طيب غفرانك ما الشبهة هنا؟ ما هو الغلط؟
أنت تسأل الله غفران. ما علاقة الحمام بالغفران؟
أن العبد مهما حمد الله على هذه النعم من طعام وشراب وإخراج الأذى فهو مقصر بحمد الله، يحتاج الاستغفار ليعوض هذا التقصير. ما الشبهة؟
حينما تجعل الغفران أنت لا تشكر، أنت تسأل الغفران بعد الحمام. هذا يعني أن الحمام خطيئة في الإسلام لأنك تسأل
لا
عن
يعني
غفران.
لا يعني الغفران بأن
ما
تكون كل شيء
الذنب الذي
بخطيئة.
اقتربت في الحمام؟ أنا دخلت الحمام، أنا سألت ربي المغفرة قبل الحمام، دخلت الحمام، ماذا فعلت بالحمام حتى أطلب المغفرة؟ هل هناك من ذنب؟
إيه مهما حاولت تحمد الله على هذه النعمة
هذا ليس
إنك
حمد
تخلق.
لله. لا تغير الأمور. أنت لا تحمد الله، أنت تقول غفرانك، هذا ليس بحمد، هذا
الحمد
طلب
لا يقتصر على
للغفران.
كلمة الحمد لله فقط، الحمد يكون بكل الحالات وأحواله، بأن يحمد العبد
أوكي.
الإله نفسه.
ما هي الصلاة قبل دخول الحمام؟ أنت تصلي إلى الله أم تصلي إلى الشياطين؟ What is the prayer you say?
تستعيد من الشياطين.
Okay, tell the people what you are saying in English.
كيف أقول تستعيد بالإنجليزي؟
You seek refuge by Allah from shaitan.
استهبل.
Okay, so now what shaitan will do to you in the bathroom? We go back to zero. What shaitan will do to you in the bathroom?
وسوسة. He will give the guy bad things. He will tell him to do bad things,
in
like
the bathroom?
beat your meat or
Shaitan,
stuff like
he
that.
will do bad things. He will tell you bad things in the bathroom. He will tell you.
He will try to make you make a bad things.
Like what?
Like beating your meat. You know, with beating your meat, you are not allowed to do it in Islam, right?
What is that? What is that?
Like you take your hand to your thing,
you mean masturbation?
And you just. Yeah, I mean masturbation.
Okay, but masturbation is halal in Islam. You Muslims, you are even allowed to have sex with water.
Who says that?
Sex. Okay, hold
no,
on.
Who says that?
Isn't you Muslim? You do have sex with watermelon?
No, who says that? Hey ولد قاسي. الحين تعرفوا شو التجليخ؟
إيه؟
هل هو مباح في دين الإسلام؟
قد يكون بعض العلماء يعني أجازوه، لكن بشكل عام الأدلة عليه خطأ.
إيه لا يجوز. بيجمع أكثر أهل الجمهور.
So what if I show you that you can have sex with watermelon to do masturbation? And not only that, a Muslim woman she can use a dildo to have sex with herself.
تبي مهنا الرجال ما يدري، ممكن انه يعني الغرب بشكل عام والنصارى بشكل عام هم اكثر الناس اللي يعني ياتون نسائهم من الدبر قضاء اعوذ بالله.
ايه والنبي لعن.
انا زوجتي تسوي معي.
That's false. It is you Muslims who do that. You are saying that because you watch. It's you because you are watching porn. You think a Christian they have sex with their wives from their anus. It's your prophet who said in the Quran, "Inna nisa'akum harthun lakum." So the Jews they say you should not do that. The Muhammad he says no. Your wives. Hold on. And I can show you the reference. Listen.
There is hadith that says.
No.
There's hadith says لعن الله الرجل الذي يأتي المرأة بدبرها.
Isn't it the Quran saying نساءكم حرث لكم فآتوا نساءكم أن شئتم? The Jews they said, read the tafsir. The Jews they said it's not right to have sex with the women in her anus. Your prophet disagree. He said, no, your wife is like
let me give you the explanation of that first.
Read it. In the top of that, I can show you right now, Muslim women even allowed to have sex with dead animals. They can even cut the penis of an animal and they insert it in their vagina. Is that true?
Man, سبيه.
Is that true?
What is true?
هل صحيح بأن المسلمة وفقا للدين الإسلامي يمكنها أن تدخل في فرجها ذكرا مقطوعا؟
سهل ذا. يقصد إنه العادة السرية، يقصد ممكن مهنا.
هو لا يقصد إنه تقدر تجيب اصطناعي وتضعها في نفسه.
طبعا اللي هو عادة سرية تقريبا مثل عادة سرية.
تقريبا إيه هو اللي أصلا ما باح ولا استحلوه العلماء.
يا طول العمر. الرجال هو الحين قاعد يقول إن يجوز للرجل أن يأتي امرأته في دبرها. أهل العلم من جمهور أهل العلم من المفسرين يقولون أنه موضع اتيان المرأة هو في القبل فقط، لأنه هو الذي يأتي منه الطفل، وليس في يعني وليس في الدبر. وهذا الرجال قاعد يقول حلال أن يأتي امرأتي في الدبر. ما أدري من قال. غير صحيح.
غير صحيح. Guys, he is saying to me, this is not true. So if I show you the reference, what you will do?
What is he not true?
إذا ما أعطيتك الدليل ماذا تصنع؟
What he is not true.
Huh?
What he is not true.
This is not true?
What is?
I don't understand what?
ما هو الغير صحيح?
I am asking you, is it true that a Muslim woman, she can cut a penis of a man or a dead man or an animal and she can have sex with it, yes or no?
أنا ما أعرف. طيب
يقول لك الحين المرأة المسلمة هل يباح لها بأن تأخذ قضيب صناعي أو قضيب رجل ميت أو قضيب رجل حي وتقطعه وتضعه في نفسها، يعني العادة السرية بوجود ذا الشيء. ويقول ايه هو شفت نت نظريات، لكن يقول لنا عنده الدليل والإثبات اللي يبين لنا إنه هذا مباح.
خلطة أدلة. أنا ما أعلم. خلطة أدلة. العادة السرية بدون يعني من نفسك أنت لا يجوز، سواء امرأة أو رجل.
You know, both of you keep saying to me, it's not right. I'm asking you, if I show you that this is true, what you will do, both will do, that your Muslim wives, your Muslim women, she can have sex.
We will show you, and we will approve that's incorrect information you have.
Okay, so if I show you, what you will do?
Like what did I just say?
What you will do? You will leave Islam?
We will approve that it's incorrect information you have.
Incorrect? How that is incorrect? How your books can be incorrect? What do you mean?
I mean, we will approve the thing you will show us now.
Okay, hold on,
it's
guys.
Not right.
You will approve or you will disapprove? What do you mean approve?
What do I mean approve? We will approve it's incorrect. We will make sure, me and him, it's incorrect information.
Okay, let's see. Give me a second.
أنا ما أدري إنساكم حرصوا لكم كذا فاتوه كذا بس على كيف فاهم علي؟ حتى ما في وجود علامة التشكيل جواز الوقوف ولا غيره.
Alright.
هو الآن هو إذا كلامه هو إذا دلته مو من النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أو صحابته
من الشيعة صدقني أصبر بس من الشيعة. من الشيعة شوف هو من الشيعة بيجيبها أتحداك ما جبتها وبيجيب المتعة بعد.
He is saying I am getting my reference from the Shia. No, I am going to give you my reference from very Islamic Sunni and have nothing to do with the Shia. And then what you would do?
منى خلتنا أدلة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وصحابته والسلف. إذا من غير هذول الثلاثة يعني فكلامه مو ذات أهمية كبيرة، يعني موضح الشبهات.
ما هو له أهمية سواء كذا ولا ما سواء.
يجيب لي واحد متوفي له 40 سنة ويظن ان الاسلام كله بكلام هذا 40 سنه، يحاججني بالاسلام كله بكلام هذا الشخص ذا اللي ما له 40 سنه.
يحاججني الباكستاني ما يعرف الا هو كذا واحد.
mention to me السعدي. Who is السعدي? You are saying to me don't mention someone he was just 40 years ago exist. You mentioned to me السعدي. I'm asking you now. Your Islamic scholars, what they say, be honest before we show the reference. What they say.
هو يقول لك انه كنا قبل شوي نقول له انه تفسير السعدي وما السعدي، كل شوي نجيب له تفسير السعدي وهو ما يعرف من هو السعدي، ويقول انه اثبت لنا من العلماء وكذا.
طيب انا اقول له اثبت لنا انه من العلماء السعدي.
No, he said السعدي. He mentioned السعدي, and you are talking about not to mention to me a scholar he was exists 40 years ago.
Yeah, because Sadi, he's before that, before Sadi, he was like an old scholar. Even Ibn Kathir, even Ibn Taymiyyah, even those guys.
Okay. So now, if I show it to you from Real scars, big names. Sunni.
What's the name then? Tell
If
us
I show
who's
it
that
to you,
guy.
because I want to ask you, can you give me the names of the scars of Islam so we will see later you will not change your name?
Of who?
Can you give me a list of the names of the scars you agree with them?
عندك قائمة علماء يعني نقول له.
ابن تيمية.
Okay.
الإمام أحمد.
Ibn Taymiyyah, the Muslims killed him because he's a kafir.
يا أخي مين قال هذا؟ أصلا هذا يسمى شيخ الإسلام، كيف يكون الكافر؟
Okay. If I show you a reference right now that he's a kafir, what you would do?
وشو؟ سي بي.
ويقول لك إذا جبت لك أدلة بأنه هو كافر.
ابن تيمية.
إيه مجنون يتكلم عن ابن تيمية. هذا أكبر شيخ عندنا في دين الإسلام أصلا.
Ibn Taymiyyah is a kafir. You don't know? What kind of Muslims you are? What kind of Muslims both of you? Okay, I will give you this. No. I will give you from Muslim Sunni, so you can see yourself Muslim Sunni website, and then I will give you the reference I have. But I will let you read this one first. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. I will find Ibn Taymiyyah. Hold on, give me a second.
شوف هو ايش؟ هو لقى له مخرج الحين، فاهم علي؟ انه ما لقى الحجج ذا، فلقى له مخرج يخرج اي عالم، فاهم علي؟ فيوم قلت له ابن تيمية.
No, I will show you. No. What مخرج? Listen, here we go. I'm here to prove that Muslims know nothing, and I am the one who know. Is that the Muslim Sunni website of the biggest scholars of Lebanon? Saying that Ibn Taymiyyah.
Lebanon, oh ما شاء الله تبارك الله.
Yeah, that's Muslim Sunni. هيئة علماء بيروت. هيئة علماء, the Council of Islamic Scholars of Beirut, Lebanon. This is Ibn Taymiyyah. He is a kafir. Read carefully.
طيب أليسوا صوفية هؤلاء؟
No, those are Muslim Sunni.
يا أخوي السنة قد تكاد تندثر في لبنان. لا يوجد سنة هناك
كثير. So guys, he is saying there is no Sunni left in Lebanon.
No, I said there's not a lot. There's some of them, but they are not a lot.
Okay, so
because حزب الله وغيره.
What حزب الله have to do with this?
الذئب قلبي.
شيعة أو أشاعرة أو صوفية. is not.
But they are. But here they
give us from Saudi Arabia.
From Saudi Arabia? Okay, hold on.
عندي يقول له هو يستدل بشاعر وصوفية.
اي هو يستدل بشاعر وصوفية. الحين بيروح لإيجيبت. اتحدى ما راح إيجيبت.
اي بيروح إيجيبت، ما راح يجوز من مصر.
ايه ما بيجيب من مصر. انا قد قريتها اتوقع مرة في مجلة مصرية انه شفت شيء زي كذا، فاهم علي؟
لا شوف هو السنة بشكل عام ينتسبون لهم ماتريدية ولا شاعر، وهذول لهم مشكلة مع ابن تيمية.
اصلا ابن تيمية يبغضونه جماعات كثيرة، اولهم ذا اللي قاعد يكلمنا.
ليه؟ ايه عشان ارد
عشان راعي الحق. ايه عنده كتب كثيرة يرد على ذولا.
What?
حاججونك في دين الله.
ابن تيمية متأكد أنت يعني؟
يقول لك ابن تيمية كامل. المشكلة مسكين ابن تيمية قسما بالله كان يحرق طول حياته.
Alright. What?
أنت متأكد إنه ابن تيمية كافر؟
Yeah, it says here in front of you. I'm not the one saying that. هذا ما تقول. هذا علماء المسلمين في لبنان يقولون بأنه كافر. And not only them, they are showing you how many they say he is a kafir. Not only him, those are Muslim Sunni. They are saying those scholars, all of them, they are agreeing that he is a kafir. Like as an example, him and his followers, they did the crimes and they killed the people of At-Taif. They killed tens of thousands of women and children in At-Taif. So don't tell me no. So now they are.
What about Mohammed ibn Abdul Wahhab?
This is Abdul Wahhab. He follow Ibn Taymiyyah.
Oh, so he. حلو. يقول لك عبد الوهاب نفس المعتقد يعني كلهم كفروا.
Here we go. It's in front of you. It says this is. Here we go. Listen. آراء كبار وعلماء أهل السنة والجماعة في شيخ التكفير ابن تيمية. Read carefully. الحافظ ابن حجر العسقلاني هل هو شيعة؟
لا أشعري.
Is he bad?
Yes.
Okay.
Because also all the شاعر they
ابن
hate
حجر
ابن
الهيثمي.
تيمية.
ابن حجر الهيثمي. Sufi, here we go, guys. Everybody have a needle in his butt. Okay. الإمام المجتهد تقي الدين السبكي.
أشعري.
أشعري.
No, that's for real. Do you think it's a joke? Why are you laughing?
Okay. So every الشيخ عبد الله الغماري المغربي أحد علماء السنة المعاصرين.
لا ما هو المعاصرين. No, for real. He does.
So
هو يحسب إنه من المعاصرين ذا. هذا أبدا ما حولهم حتى.
All right. Okay. I have it in front of me.
والوهابية. أكسر إيدي إذا ما هو هذا الرابط شيعي. أكسر إيدي.
Okay. I was looking actually when I'm talking to you for translation for the hadith. This is the hadith in front of me. Your prophet, he had sex with the goat and he put
I want from you to show us why Ibn Taymiyyah is a kafir.
I just showed you.
That's our question. You did not. No,
I did. Everyone is mad.
You did not. From who? Ash'ari and Sofia.
I did. Yeah, that's our Sunni. This is your problem. This is your Muslim Sunni problem.
They are not. Even Maghribi.
Those are, here we go. I will post the link in Discord. You can open it.
كفى تدليسا خاف الله الذي خلقك من نطفة يا رجل خاف الله.
Now let us go to Muslim women having sex with the goat and having sex with animals, and Muslim men having sex with dead men and dead boys. Here we go. Al-Imam al-Nawawi.
Our question, why Ibn Taymiyyah is a kafir? Why Ibn Taymiyyah is a kafir?
Is Imam al-Nawawi is a Muslim Sunni or he is bad too?
ايش يقول ماذا يقول
يا النووي؟ يستعبط والله يستعبط.
الإمام النووي is he bad or good?
وانا هو
يتكلم عن النووي. هل النووي ناخذ به ام لا؟
ايه بس هو يقول وش شبهه بالضبط؟
هو يقول هل الامام
هل تقبل به ام لا تقبل؟
يا اخي هو مهنا عنده مشكله مع السي بي، يظن ان كنت
هل تقبل يا رجل؟ هل تقبل بالنووي او لا تقبل؟
بما وافق فيها الحق. طيب
okay, he accept النووي. Wonderful. Here we go in front of you. Let us read together what النووي he said about, we were talking about Muslim women and Muslim men, they can have sex with everything. I mean everything. So let us see. Here we go. Where it says, let's see, here we go. Okay. Here we go. Our companions have said that if a penal head had penetrated a woman anus or a man anus or an animal vagina, it is not, or it is anus, then it is necessarily to wash. If our companion الصحابة قالوا بأنه إذا ما أدخل المسلم ذكره في امرأة في دبر امرأة أو دبر رجل أو دبر أنيمال حيوان أو في فرج حيوان أو في حيوان ذكر anus, then you have to wash. So it is halal, and the only problem is you have to wash only. And this is your Imam al-Nawawi speaking about what? Your Prophet himself having sex with the goat. Here it says, if a woman, you said to me I'm lying, if a woman insert in her vagina an animal penis, she must wash. إذا ما أدخلت المرأة المسلمة في فرجها ذكرا لحيوان عليها أن بالغسل. And وإذا if she insert a detached penis, if she insert a ذكرا مقطوعا, she insert a sex toy or an animal penis, she cut it off, or a man penis she cut off, and she use it in her vagina, she have to wash. It says here, ذكرا مقطوعا, this is the tafsir, this is the meaning, a severed male member, a material aid perhaps. There are two opinions. The correct one, she must wash. Do you see it? Why you lie to me? You says Muslim, you are not allowed to do that. Your wife, she can cut the penis of a donkey, she can use it for sex. It's in front of you. And this is Imam al-Nawawi, and this is the reference. And here it says, look, our companion have said that if the penal head has penetrated in a woman anus or a man anus, you sex with the men, or an animal vagina, it is anus, it is necessary to wash, whether the one being penetrated alive or dead, young or old. Are you there?
أهم شيء.
Apologize, both of you. You said to me I'm lying. And now this is a scholar you accept.
كلام عربي تكلم
لا
عربي.
إله إلا الله. So first of all, we asked you a few questions and you didn't answer our questions. That's one.
Really?
Two. Yeah, I can prove it about Ibn Taymiyyah and other scholars.
I just gave you the link with all the reference.
Where's the link?
I posted for you in the chat.
Can you mention me?
What?
Can you mention me?
Why both of you talking at the same time?
Can you mention me for the link you sent?
Okay, here we go. I will post for you again. Give me a second.
طيب أول حاجة يا قيسي هو يقول إنه إحنا كذبنا عليه وقلنا إن العادة السرية لا تجوز عند أهل السنة والجماعة أو في دين الله اللي هو الإسلام. فهو يقول لك بأن هذا كلام النووي بأن يقول بأن الامرأة تستطيع بأن تأخذ من الحيوان أو صناعي أو من أي رجل وتقطعه وتأخذه وتفعل به. وبس والله هذا كلام النووي بالإنجليزي. ما أذكر إنه قال زي كذا ولا.
هو ذكر إنه تروش ما ذكر إنه جواز ما يجوز.
My friend, listen, and here we go. This is the Arabic one. I challenge you to read it. Here we go, guys. I get the Arabic. So now we show it to you in English.
هذول الإشكال بينهم مشاعر.
We show it to you. No, those are Sunni. This is An-Nawawi, and you said you accept An-Nawawi.
Where is An-Nawawi?
Here we go. It's in front of you. Variant number 4, page number 3-2. Here it says, clearly your prophet, he had sex with the goat, and he put his penis between her forelegs, enjoying it. And here explaining why and how, what happened. So here it says, let us read together. قال أصحابنا ولو غيب الحشفة في دبر امرأة أو دبر رجل أو فرج بهيمة أو دبرها وجب الغسل. Translate, if our friends they say, our scholars, if a man he put his penal head of his penis in the anus of a woman or the anus of a man or the anus of an animal or a vagina of an animal, he must wash. You Muslims are so clean.
Have you finished?
I'm saying the reference or not.
Have you finished?
Did I show the reference or not? Guys, be my witness. Did I show the reference or not?
Have you finished?
And let me give the reference in English. This is
Have you finished?
This article translated by Sam Shamoun. Translated by him. Here we go. You guys save it.
Sam. Oh my God, that guy.
No. This is translation. We're talking about translation. I do not need translation. I gave you the Arabic. What's Sam? What's Sam? I'm giving you a Nawawi. What's wrong with you?
طيب سام مرتد ويسيء للإسلام. سام مرتد ويسيء للإسلام. Sam is a bad guy.
So now listen. Is An-Nawawi is a liar? Is he a liar?
No, but Sam, he did say things about him.
I'm showing you in Arabic. Forget about Sam. I'm showing you in Arabic. It's in front of you.
So now I forget about Sam, huh?
Yes.
You take whatever you like and you just leave whatever
you said to me. You said to me, show me from Saudi Arabia. This is your website from Saudi Arabia. Islamweb.net.
Islamweb? No.
This is Islamweb.net, and this is Sharh Nawawi ala Muslim.
Islamweb. None of the people. You know it's blocked in Saudi. You know that? It's blocked in Saudi.
Listen. So now
you know it's blocked in Saudi. You know it's blocked in Saudi.
Is it true or not?
You know
I'm showing you.
It's blocked.
Listen.
About from this website now. From this website now.
Apologize for lying. You said to me, there's no such a thing. I showed to everybody that there is the thing. The thing is in the front of you.
Yeah, you said from Shia.
What Shia? An-Nawawi is a Shia now?
Yeah, I don't mean Nawawi. I mean your website and your links. All of them are from Shias and Khawarij. None of them are Muslim or Sunni at least.
Okay, hold on. I challenge you then. Show me the correct link for An-Nawawi, the same page the same volume. Fair, guys?
Can you send me what did the Nawawi say? Then
I
I will
just
show
told
you
you.
the true one.
I just told you. It says you can
Can
have.
you send
you
me?
can
Can
have
you
sex.
send me?
You can have sex with
Can
them.
you send me?
What you send me?
Then,
Send me what?
then you're scared. Then you're scared. You know you're lying now.
What?
You're scared to send me that thing and I'll show you the true one.
Oh, okay. I'm posting the link. Don't stop. I'm posting the link. Here we go. Here we go, guys. I'm scared. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Open it. Okay, open it. Guys, I'm scared.
No, I'll show you the true one.
I'm showing you the link in front of you in my screen, and you are saying to me, I challenge you, show me. You are scared. What's wrong with you? If and our companion, they said, if the head of the penis enter the anus of a woman, Muslim women, mashallah, or an anus of a Muslim man, mashallah, or an anus of a donkey or bahima animal, mashallah, or a vagina, vagina of an animal, or the anus of an animal, you must wash. Look how clean the Muslims. Unbelievable. They are so clean. And not only that, read carefully. It says here, even though if the one you enter upon with your penis, anus, is alive or dead, young or old, even if that was by like by mistake or determined. How you can enter a penis in the anus of a man by mistake? You Muslims are crazy. Or you determined to do it. If you choose or not to choose, if the women, she enter into her vagina, this is Muslim women, you know, or if he enter his penis into the women while he is asleep, the penis he enter into your wife while you're asleep, your penis walk alone, Muslims. You have a weird penis. And here we continue. Let us continue. Are we done? No. Things is getting more crazy. Here we go. ولو استدخلت المرأة ذكر بهيمة, and if a Muslim woman, she enter into a vagina a penis of a donkey or a dog or a goat or whatever, bahima, animal, she must wash. You Muslim women are so clean. And if she insert a detached penis, a penis she cut off, you cannot leave a goat with the Muslim woman. She will cut the penis of the goat or the dog and she will use it as sex toy. So if she enter a penis of a goat or an animal, there is two opinion. However, the correct one, she have to wash. I'm telling you, Muslim women are so clean. You said to me, we don't do that, you are a liar. Apologize. Look, they play dead now, both of them. They mute each other, they are talking. They are shocked. They are totally shocked. Hello?
رجعت. Hello.
So now what happened? Apologize to both of you. Apologize from a Christian prince. He is your master. You know that. Now it's time for the truth to be showing up. You Muslims, you do all kind of crazy stuff and you claim to be a believer. What kind of religion this religion is saying to you that if your penis enter the anus of a man,
body.
What body? An
are
anus,
you sure you can read? Are you sure you can read?
What?
Are you sure you can read?
No, I am illiterate like your prophet. Are you sure yourself?
Then you can read that.
You read it.
Look what did I send you.
No. I'm giving you my reference. Don't give me no more, give more garbage. Read.
طيب قال أصحابنا لو غيب الحشف في دبر امرأة أو دبر رجل أو فرج بهيمة أو دبرها وجب الغسل سواء كان المولج فيه حيا أو ميتا صغيرا أو كبيرا وسواء كان ذلك عن قصد أم عن نسيان وسواء كان مختارا أو مكرها أو استدخلت المرأة ذكرا وهو نائم وسواء انتشر الذكر أم لا وسواء كان مختوتا أم أغلف فيجب الغسل في كل هذه الصور على الفاعل والمفعول به إلا إذا كان الفاعل أو المفعول به صبي أو صبية فإنه لا يقال وجب عليه لأنه ليس مكلفا ولكن يقال صار جنبا فإنه كان مميزا وجب على الولي أن يأمره بالغسل كما يأمره بالوضوء فإن صلى من غير غسل لم تصح صلاته وإن لم يغتسل حتى بلغ وجب عليه الغسل وإن اغتسل في الصبا ثم بلغه لم يلزمه إعادة الغسل.
And
so he talks about what will happen if someone did that thing. But after all, the whole thing or all that color, this is
what did what?
female
No, hold on.
Muslims
So
or
now he is
male
worried.
Muslims, if they did that, they should be clean.
Yeah.
But they are not
if
allowed.
a Muslim woman, she have sex with a donkey, she have to clean herself. Wonderful.
But God, he will be mad at her because she's reject the thing.
What reject
he says
the
you
thing?
are not allowed.
What reject the thing? It says if a woman she insert in her vagina an animal penis.
If mean?
So listen.
So what if mean?
If she do it, that means you can. It means you can.
She didn't,
so now
your
wife, when you are talking to me, what she is doing in the bedroom? Is she using
my wife? It's another thing. My wife, it's another thing.
Why? You know, we don't know what's happening.
Because if I married, that means I am allowed. It's fine. But if I'm not married, that's bad, not good, haram.
So you
understood?
Okay. Oh,
understood.
So your wife, if she is not married, she can use an animal penis.
If I married,
yeah,
we can. If we are not, we cannot.
If you are married, you can have sex with animal.
With her husband.
With animal.
Understood?
Understood. You have sex with the animal.
La ilaha. It says if, but no one with a normal mind will do that.
No, what do you mean? If Muslims don't do it? No, this is the teaching of Islam. Your prophet did it. Look,
that's another situation. Another situation.
Listen, no, the hadith here is about your prophet himself having sex with animal. جاهدها بين شعابها الأربعة. Your prophet, he put his penis between the four legs of the animal. Your prophet did that. This is why they are talking.
First thing.
This is the explanation saying what you will do if you have sex with the animal, because your prophet did. No. He said, إن نبي الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال إذا جلس بين شعابها الأربع. He talking about himself, his experience. Your prophet, when he have sex with animals, what is what he do?
He did
and this is why.
He did not say me. He said
read. No, he didn't say.
إذا جلس. If he said.
Who?
Between شعبها الأربع. And the language of that.
Who said that? Mohammed.
Read down. Go up.
Who said that? Okay. But who said that? Mohammed.
Go down.
Down? How down?
قوله أبو غسال شيء هو فتح wait let me from me هو يفتح الغين المعجم وتشديد السين.
Anyway, tomorrow. Sorry guys, I have to go soon. Tomorrow we continue. Okay, I will save those references for you. You can take them with you, study him, ask your sheikh, let him join us. He can call us. I welcome you, Abu Muhanna and Al-Qubaysi. Ahlan wa sahlan ala al-rahbi wa si'a. I hope to talk to you next time. Okay, it's time for me to go. It's getting late for me. It's past midnight. So we will continue tomorrow. If I go live or the day after, you are welcome anytime. But as you see, I give my reference and I gave you that this is.
But still, you did not.
No. I gave you the reference.
My question, I will give you a simple question before you leave. Before we leave, I'll give you a simple question.
Okay.
My question is.
Make it short.
My question is Ibn Taymiyyah kafir? Yes or no?
According to you, yes. I showed you the reference.
Okay, so first thing, Sunnah, none of them says Ibn Taymiyyah is kafir or Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab, because Shi'as, they hate him because he shows the truth things. He and Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab, both of them, they try to defend that thing and they try to make the word of God the upper and their word under.
All right, next time we come live, remind me to talk about Ibn Taymiyyah because you will be sorry. You will be sorry Ibn Taymiyyah is the one
Okay,
who
when
taught
the
you.
time? What's the time?
I don't know. I like, you know, sometime I come afternoon, sometime I come at night, like today.
Where do you live?
Huh?
Where do you live?
In Jamaica. Yeah.
So
Are you
probably
Jamaican?
when?
Are you Jamaican yourself? Because you speak good Arabic Jamaican.
No.
I could not understand your Jamaican Arabic.
طيب هو وين بلجيكي هو؟ مهند؟
لا هو في قريب لأمريكا.
اوكي.
هذه دولة قريب لأمريكا.
So I want you to study those reference, all the scholars here.
So next time.
You are speaking dirty, Abu Muhanna. What's wrong with you, man? Don't use bad language. Don't use bad language.
Next time.
I know you don't mean it, but that's okay.
No, next time we will find two things. So
Okay.
that point and Ibn Taymiyyah, okay? Is that clear?
Okay. No problem. Who killed Ibn Taymiyyah? Is it true that the Muslims killed him?
You will find next time.
Okay, guys, I will find next time. Okay, take care. All right.
No, because you didn't have any time.
All right. Let's see. Okay, guys, thank you very much. You see, we have a good time today. Did we have a good time? People, do we have a good time?
Nah, I don't think so. Except Shia, they have.
No.
Any Shias?
Yeah, it's
any
not a good
Alis?
time for you. It's not a
Any
good time
Alis?
for you because it was embarrassment. I know. It's okay.
Any Shias?
But for us, we have a good time.
Any Husseins?
We have a good time, no problem. But you don't have good time for sure. A Muslim never have a good time.
Because the next time, after next time, I'm gonna show you things about the Bible.
I guess next time you will call me, you will leave Islam. Let us see.
No, I don't think so.
Let us see.
The next time after that, I'm gonna show you things about the Bible.
All right.
Or questions. I have a question about the Bible.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm not going to stay longer than this. Don't forget to make a comment. Don't forget to give a like if you like what you do. And I hope we share a lot of information with you. And I don't know, guys, if you save the link I gave you. Like the one in Arabic, most of you will not be able to read. But this is the article written by Sam Shamoun with the reference. The translation obviously is not done by him. Sam Shamoun don't speak Arabic. Whoever the one did the translation. But this is the reference. This is the link. I will post it for you on Ramble and in YouTube and again in Discord so you guys can save it. And I will give you the reference. So next time if we speak about this topic, maybe one of you can help me and send it, post it. Let me give you the Arabic reference. I think in YouTube I cannot post it. Maybe somebody need to convert the link to make it short. This is a very long link. I don't think YouTube will let it go. Let me try. But I will post it in Ramble for sure. This is how filthy Islam is, as you see. I mean, what kind of religion? Imagine, guys, imagine. In Ramble it worked, but I think in YouTube will not. You know what? Let me shorten the link. Give me a second. Link shorten. Imagine, guys, Lord forgive me. Imagine we Christians, we have a book like John. He made a book teaching women how to wash her vagina after using a penis of a donkey. Can you believe it? This is Islam. Muslims, they don't find this is strange because Islam is filthy. For us, that is hell. But for Muslim, this is very normal. For Islam is from the vagina and down. From the penis and down. There's nothing in Islam. Islam is a religion of the junk and the junkie. Here we go. I shortened the link. Please save it. If you click at the link there, you will be able to open the Arabic one, which I'm showing you. Save it. And you can use Google Translation, by the way, for the Arabic one. So don't dismiss it, because even if it is in, in Arabic, you can use Google Translation. You know, one day you want to talk to somebody, you want to show him, you want to prove, he says to you, oh, this is a Christian website, I don't accept, you know the Muslims. So then he will ask you, he will challenge you to show me the original reference. What you will do, you will have a hard time to find it. Save it in your favorite, make a comment in English in the bookmark, says this is about Muslim women having sex with, and maybe next time when we come, we will show you Muslims having sex with Motammiron, Muslims having sex with the bread, Muslims having sex with a tree, Muslims having sex with anything. Just give them a hole, any hole. Even the black stone was a vagina. And I have a proof of that. So I want to say thank you all for being here. I noticed the previous video, not many people watch it. Thank you very much for not sharing the link. So we will see if this one, many people watch it or not. If not, I will take a few days off until people, enough number, watch it. All right? And now I have to go to the bathroom because a female shaitan waiting for me. And she is so hot. Woohoo! Female and shaitan. Oh boy. Remember, Allah made shaitan from fire. This is a real time fire. Female. Fire in the bathroom. Somebody call the ambulance. What a sick, stupid religion. See you guys. Don't forget to say the prayer, Muslims, before you enter the bathroom, because shaitan, he play with your anus. And may Allah protect your anus from every anus player. God is good. So is Jesus. I mean, and this is how faith